We're live on YouTube. Hello, welcome YouTube. Ignore the Twitch chat. YouTube. I definitely didn't reveal anything. Well, anyways, yeah, no, I'm joking. I looked at the viewer results because I hadn't looked at them at all. It's been over a week, and I said I was gonna wait a week to look at them for the level 100 thing. And it seems that Lanyan won, which is somewhat of a surprise to me, because I mentioned how, like, yep, I like Lanyan, but I yapped about some of the reason for that. Anyways, I'll get the YouTube chat on screen shortly here. Plunge, I know that's something that Jeff would do. So we're definitely not gonna do plunge, I don't think. Yeah, the goal of today's stream is to test some stuff, mostly on my main account, but we can actually, I didn't consider the fact that I could have Tarz play on poems only. But anyways, the goal today is to test some different teams for an account swapping challenge that will be at least recorded this weekend. I'm not 100% sure it will be live. It depends on what time we do it at. And yeah, so I don't know. I have some ideas in mind and some things I've tested a little bit already, but I want to try to figure out, like, almost exactly what teams I want to do. So yeah, we're leveling Lanyan today. No, I would have titled the stream specifically about that if that was what I wanted to do today. The level 100, or the viewer choice for level 100 thing will be it'll be a separate dedicated video. It'll probably be like, I let my viewers pick a character to level 100. But anyways, sorry for spoiling that, YouTube, in the Twitch chat. I meant to keep it a secret from YouTube, but didn't think about the Twitch chat. Oh, Tarz should be count if. Oh, I see. Thank you. That's yep. Tarz, you were trying to see secrets. I don't know if you want to be spoiled, you can. All right. Yeah, put count if down. Anyways. The goal today is to figure out what teams for me and Tarz. We're just going to do a one-on-one. It's not going to be a complicated, 4-person account swapping thing. It's going to be, and it's also, I'm not going to have the rules of, like, has to be cleared the same day. No rules like that. It's just whatever teams that can clear this, we give to each other. So if Tarz wants to do a hyper carry Chi-Chi clear, I don't think he can with this current, well, he might be able to, depends on what the other side is. But if Tarz wants to have me play hyper carry Chi-Chi, he can have me play hyper carry Chi-Chi, right? So, anyways. Also voted Lanyan because I thought you would like it. Yeah, thank you. It's somewhat, I don't know, it's like, it's funny to me that, like, so many people were just like, they chose to vote based on what they thought I would like. I should have maybe encouraged people to vote on what they think they would like, rather than what I would like. I just gave my case for how I thought any of those options would be interesting in some way. But I don't know. Anyways, it's fine. So, yeah, anyways, we could have, someone suggested Super Grenade Flynn's in the Twitch chat a little bit ago, for a team for Flynn's. Or for a team for Tarz. For Flynn's. Tarz is not Flynn's. Tarz can do many extraordinary things, yes. So, anyways, Tarz told me and him talked a little bit on a call, and he said he wasn't going to be doing anything crazy, supposedly. But anyways, I'm currently leaning towards. I already spent my resin earlier. I wasn't even originally planning on streaming, but then I was like, wait, I need to test teams for Tarz. I should just live stream that. I forgot to check. Is my stream properly going on YouTube? Yeah, okay. Health is good. Everything working on YouTube. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. And a lot of people might really like Lanyan because of my videos. Yeah, I mean, it's more funny that, like, I feel like I haven't made that. I mean, I made the Lanyan main video, whatever, right? But it's not like I've made a lot of Lanyan videos. I just use her a lot and randomly mention her a lot. But I don't know. Like, I'm somewhat surprised just because most of the voting, my presumption, came from more edited viewers than live stream viewers. Like, I think live stream viewers would have been more biased towards Lanyan than, yeah. And anyways, but I do think Sethos would have been the most mechanically interesting one. Like, I think it's a little bit sad not having an electric. That's why there was multiple electric units on the list. I think electric units for me would have been the most fun one to level 100 on a mechanical options for doing weird things, right? But that's fine. I will probably strongly consider using my the next time I get any like level 100, like losing my 50-50 to whatever characters, right? I will consider level 100 in EI, right? Or level 95 then 100, not wishing specifically for it like I did with Yelan. So yeah. Anyways, why is the chat window so small? Zoom does not work right now. There we go. Okay. So yeah, nothing exciting for Resin, but yeah. Also, I don't know how many. Most people probably haven't seen this yet because I think it just went live. But I posted a short because I got to pity for Mr. Flynn's. I decided to go to pity for because we had enough to go to pity and didn't spend any money or anything. Just, you know, accrued enough Primogems, and may or may not have gotten a C3 Flynn's. If you want to check out that short, actually you don't have to. It's just a short. You can check it out if you want to see my reaction to it and doing some initial testing. But yep, one another 50-50 for Flynn's. So yeah, it's really like how many wishes total for Flynn's? I think it was 3 pities and then a 30 pity C1. So like 200. So 225 for Flynn, 250 for Flynn's, and then freaking 130 counting existing pity at least. I don't remember exactly what it started with. But yeah, no fabs still. Yeah, no fabs, no fab lances. But anyways, let's go. Wait, what am I doing? Actually, well, sure. Okay. Let's take a peek, see quick. Before we switch to my main account, I'm pretty sure I'll give Tarz my main account, right? And I'm leaning towards probably having him play a Dia team and a Sethos team. Was my current inclination, but. So what Tarz told me is he's like, whatever characters you give me that are characters I'm not familiar with playing, he thinks he will struggle with. So Tarz literally just thinks like if I had him play, you know, a good DPS, he would just struggle. I don't think he would. I think he underestimates his. Like, he might not have knowledge of the character kit, but I don't think it would take them that long if I gave him a good character in a really good team. So, I don't know, but I can probably give him a good character in a bad team. I don't know, someone did suggest Super Connect Flynn's. I just, the mechanical requirement, though, with this is just, I don't know. Like it'll clear, for sure, but it's just gonna be Flynn's as normal. I don't know. Let's try it for the lulz, I guess. Stupid like this, I don't know. This is gonna be. We'll see how. So Superconduct uses. It's a 1-for-1. Each cryo application, each electro application completely consumes each other. So Shen has probably not enough cryo application. I just didn't want to put Escoffier first because Escoffier does more damage, but we'll see. Plus, you know, well, there's no particular reason. Escoffier should be here, but anyways, see what this does first.
By ordinance divine.
Hello.
You had your chance. Now's your step aside.
Observe. Be silent. Fear the dark. Night.
Okay. I mean,
Close your eyes.
it's. I wouldn't exactly say it's super good because he still gets his 1 instance of lunar charge damage, right? Or lunar talent damage.
Control breathing.
which is basically where I think all of his damage is going to be.
Master's bidding. Final warning. Leave the
Observe.
Wow, 9,000 damage. Like, I don't know. I don't know if Super Gun Flints works. It's just going to be really shitty Flints. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's that interesting. So let's put in actual additional cryo application. Oh, I just noticed the YouTube chat is not updating. It's just been, how long has it been borked? Okay. Because cool animation, that's fair. Oh wait, I thought you were talking about Flints. Sea Lolly Melt Plunge. Okay. I mean, yeah, maybe. Get the YouTube chat in a new window so it refreshes properly. Okay, okay. Bam. Alright, done. Hello, Agatha. Oh yeah, reminder, anyone, if you go to the connections page in your Discord, I do have the members only, or Twitch subscribers, YouTube members Discord server now. Set up properly, but you have to access it through Discord connections page.
manifest. Cryo
300
incarnate.
ER engulfing flames.
At first, quick as a flash.
I don't know, I mean, that's an interesting build, that's funny. Like you doing for example, I assume is what you're mentioning.
Observe.
Cramp.
Fear the dark.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's that interesting. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm just tired. Maybe I hate Flints. I don't know. I enjoy Flints and his team that does good damage. It's the problem of a lot of main DPSs now don't feel very fun to do shenanigans with very often. Some of them do. Flints, I don't know if he's one of them. And there's too much of like I think the visual effect, and the gameplay is exactly the same, and then there's too much of the visual effect of him still getting the lunar charge damage, even though it's way less. It still is a big number that appears on screen and like overshadows mentally what the other stuff going on is. So, yeah, my intention was to go and test some Sethos stuff. I wanted to see if I can find a balance for a Sethos team that isn't like easy to clear, but still can definitely clear in the first side was my thinking. So I think we will, and my hope was to be able to do a clear with a which is a bit tricky, a healerless Sethos team, but we'll see. So or no defense option Sethos team, because if Tarz is gonna give me something painful to play, I want to give him something painful to play. I want to make him clear with Sethos having to take no damage, or not, a couple instances of damage. So yeah. Trying to figure out fun stuff to do with C6 child to get a bit boring. Yeah, it's just main DPS problems. They tend to be less interesting to do shenanigans with compared to, on-field and Nefa or whatever. Oh, actually, speaking of, I gotta go. Sorry, I gotta double check. I had a title thumbnail A/B test running on the video I released. If anyone didn't see it, it's is C6 I know worth it? Basically was the video, but I tried a title variant. It is mostly getting the same results with either. Okay. So it's, I have one title is I'm glad I got I know C6, and the other one is I know C6 worth it? I'll let it run for a little longer. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Combat data updated. All right, sorry. So yeah, let's go. By the way, oh, actually, one thing I want to mention quick. Sorry, we're on poems only. I got C3 Flints and I did a little bit of testing. It's kind of interesting in that, and I tested more after, like, more other than what just the short contains, right? And I've gotten down to 84 seconds with C3 Flints now. My best clear that I got with C2 Flints was 90 seconds, and that took me like over an hour of attempts. I don't know exactly how many attempts I did, but it was definitely over an hour. I think I was just sitting down trying to optimize down, because the 90-second clear I got after being able to, I was able to stall out his shield phase and just play decently enough to be able to kill it in 90 seconds, and that's probably about near as good as I think I could have cleared with C2 Flints on this account. And now with C3 Flins, I got down to 84 seconds. Which is kind of as optimized, but this 84-second clear actually didn't skip the last shield phase. He did get a shield up at the end. And I feel like the damage potential is high enough that I should be able to get like sub 80 seconds, which is where you would kind of expect for like the 10%-ish neighborhood. But it's like really, really awkward to optimize down, because I found that like my best attempts with like just playing everything properly, like doing good rotations, good 18-second rotations, I end up in a situation where he goes into his second shield phase sooner with C3. So it feels like it's become more awkward to optimize with C3 with doing more damage in a weird way, which makes it harder to notice the damage increase against this specific enemy than I kind of thought I would. But like it's simultaneously getting a bigger damage number increase than I expected. Like I went from like 490k in the same exact team context against this enemy, 490k on his mini burst to 580k, like a fairly significant damage increase, right? But it hasn't resulted in that much of a clear time improvement on average because of, you know, the enemy's mechanics and because of how breakpointy Flins is. So anyways, it is a significant improvement, but I don't know, I'm going to keep on trying because I think I might be able to push sub 80 seconds. That's my current goal before this Stygian leaves, is I'm going to see if I can get sub 80 seconds with C3 Flins. So yeah. What's the driver and the damage difference there with C3? All of Flins' damage is his burst, and his burst deals damage based on his talent level. And that's what C3, that's what his C3 is. Anyways, turtle, that's not a turtle. Turtle. I keep on forgetting to set up. I have the Stream Deck installed and everything. I just keep on forgetting to configure the buttons. All right. Anyways, so yeah, this stream might be a short stream, might be a longer stream. I don't know. I mostly just want to test things. Want to decide what teams today I want to do for account swapping, so I can get that out of the way and I can work on some other potential videos for the weekend. And I should probably go to sleep. Reason to go for C3. Because it's a polearm only account, and I was like, I had decided that I wanted to go for a Nefa like R1 or a Nefa C1 on polearms only, like when a Nefa reran. But a Nefa C1 and R1 basically only benefit Flins anyways on polearms only, and C3 Flins is about the same damage increase as a Nefa C1 R1 is for the team DPS, and Flins is running right now. And I had the ability to get to pity. So I was like, and I like Flins enough on that account. So I was like, okay, I'll risk it. And there was a chance I, lost a 50-50. I could say that guarantee. And it was a pretty low risk thing to do, even though I probably shouldn't do it, right? Like I should just save wishes on the account. But I don't know. It's the last constellation that, as an individual constellation, I think can make sense in the account. Probably isn't necessary by any means, but I don't know. I don't think it was too risky to do. Wake-up burst talent still level 1? Yeah, of course. Of course. How's Prime Sub work? I don't know. I think you just have to link your... Don't you like link your Amazon account to Twitch somehow, and then it like just says like use your Prime Sub by default if you haven't used your Prime Sub already, I thought. I don't know. I haven't had Amazon Prime in a long time. So I don't know if they changed something about it, how it was integrated into Twitch. 2 talent levels could do so much for time. I mean, 6 seconds for time isn't that much. Like, Flins' damage, not a Nefa's damage, because Flins C1 only benefits, or C3 only benefits him, right? Flins' damage is only increased by like, or not only, is increased by like a good like 13%-ish. Flins is doing most of the team's damage, but not all the team's damage, so it's like a 10% increase in damage. 10% increase in damage is theoretically 10% faster clear time. So if I cleared in 90 seconds, that means I should be able to save more than the 6 seconds I saved. But the 90-second clear was a really optimal C2 clear, whereas I think a really optimal C3 player is probably towards 80 seconds or sub 80 seconds, which is about in line with the damage increase, but it's hard to get there, right? So it matches expectation. But yeah. Right, in National, everyone has 0 ER. I am not a fan of playing those kinds of teams. Like, it does have to be a team I want to actually play. we're not just creating a cursed team for Tarz. We're not just creating a cursed team for Tarz and he can be like, here you go, sir, have this. And I am very much a player who hates the idea of having to hates the idea of having to play characters with that rely on their burst and don't have enough ER. Like, I know, like for example, Eeks did that on like the first account swapping collab, right? Zajev just kind of Zajev like hyper optimized the ER needs where like it was enough ER but cringe, right? Whereas like someone like Eeks purposely just to make the team weaker with like a C6 Chiori just removed a bunch of energy. I think that's kind of not very fun, personally. Like, it was fun playing a C6 Chiori, mind you. I just think it's not very fun to power down by making it so it's a pain in the ass to burst in your characters that want to burst. So, you know, I like the goal for me, at least, if they want to do that, that's fine. Like, I don't really care. If Tarz wants to do that, it's fine. But I'm not gonna do that because I don't think it's fun, right? I want to do things that are fun and also maybe a challenge. So yeah, finally a stream I can watch entirely. You're welcome. We're streaming a little bit earlier. Squark and Mr. Flynn's down here. Sorry, we gotta be distracted. Go and talk to them quick. The checkbox of use prime sub. I see. Like you don't currently have prime sub. But yeah, okay. Button isn't there. I don't know, Resh. I apologize. You literally just got Amazon Prime. Maybe that's why. Maybe it just takes a while. So Jeff's new let plunge. Yeah, make a weak new Muiga team. I'm leaning towards a Sethos team in the first half and a Dia team on the second half. And the Dia team might be like a good team, but we shall see. I don't know why I walked over here. Where's Mr. Flynn's? He is up there. Wait, no, over here. So yeah, I think. So wait, you're up. Where the? Oh, you're right here. Okay. Hello. Oh, sorry. So my current leaning. So I don't think I'm that good of a player, right?
There's no one here.
I feel like that's why I'm leaning towards making the first side kind of annoying for Tarz. Tarz in the level of he has to play a character he's unfamiliar with playing, and he has to live, right?
Well, hello.
That's I think the main thing I can do to make Tarz have a challenge. I feel like, and then the second side that means I think I'm just gonna throw a team that I think is fun. And probably not powered down.
After a somewhat disheartening trip.
But we'll see.
I wouldn't say anything's the map. I recently learned of a collector in Noshik. I'm told she's a little eccentric.
God is punching me for whaling.
So I came out here myself to see if I needed to come.
Kave Hyperbloom with Aino and Neffa.
So I thought I'd pay her a visit on the way.
It's a Hyperbloom team where you can play Kave on field.
Fortunately, she doesn't.
And you know, actually, it's kind of interesting in that if a Neffa is the main Hyperbloom trigger, you have more because Neffa has like 2-second intervals for her skill hitting.
It's just a little hobby of mine.
You have more intervals where you might have Dendro cores pile up, which means there's more chances for Kave to actually trigger cores. And the core damage, because Neffa would probably still be built for 10 talent damage, and the core damage is probably pretty similar. And you can use like the new event weapon on Kave. You play him solo Dendro probably now. So you know what? I actually kind of like the idea of it. I haven't actually tried it, but because of the fact that you can have some core pile up, because normally like if you do Kave Hyperbloom, say like with Raiden or Kuki, they have fast enough attack instances that you're not able to you're like most of the 99%. I mean, it's still gonna happen with an Neffa, but like 99% of the time they're all getting just Hyperbloomed, and because the characters are built with a ton of EM, it's also just way better to have Hyperbloom trigger. But the Anefa balance with Anefa being built for some crit inherently, I think would be more interesting. So I like the idea of Kave, Anefa, Ino, Hyperbloom a lot more than normal Hyperbloom Kave. That's not bad. I haven't tried it yet.
They can tell you, for instance,
Maybe we can do that. I don't know. Kave for Tarz. Kave, Ino, Anefa, Bloom. Sethos, Amber, C2 Overload, and use Sethos to pop Amber Baron Bunny. I don't think I can clear with that. I'm sorry. I like the idea. I don't think I can clear with that. I mean, well, okay. Maybe I can, but we'd have to use a really good team on the side, on the first side.
These coins have been stuck in my mind these last. What do they look like? What stories can they tell? Look at me, rambling on.
So is Flynn's a coin collector then?
Let me think of a more. Ah, yes. Recently, I purchased a beautiful azure gemstone from a Fontanian merchant.
This dude is so weird. A good weird though. Like it makes sense for him being like a Fae boy who doesn't interact with society that much. He comes off as a being trying to imitate humans in a little and not succeeding very well.
Fortunately,
okay.
I'm very good at appraising a gemstone's true worth.
Are you?
Even if, please, allow me to invite you to my residence once more.
Okay.
I'll be.
Yep. Let's go to the graveyard. All right, Skork. I had this one before, but then I forgot to do it. Okay, I didn't mean to take this long, by the way, before doing testing, but it's fine. Can't not do the anecdotes while they're here. Let's talk to Dory.
Huh? Isn't it Skirk?
Skirk.
Eyes deceiving her? What's exactly? Wow, my. Such an exquisite radiant exoskeleton.
So yeah,
Come, let me take a closer look, so I can make sure to offer
review
you a
your
fair
Veressa.
price.
Maybe.
Please take a seat and rest a while. If you have anything you'd like to eat or drink,
I do have
I'd be more than
a
happy to-
community point, whatever channel point redeem thing on Twitch for that if you want. Otherwise, I will. I do want to do a unit review stream tomorrow, as long as have the energy to do it. That's my
Let's not
current plan.
waste time. Just tell me how much you're offering.
Of course. Just a moment.
So maybe best to
just a
wait.
moment.
But that's also going to be a randomized one, so I don't know. You can do the channel point redeem though.
Remarkable. Not so much as a
Recently built your Gia pretty nice. I want to ask what team you enjoy the most. Anefa, Shevers C6
Of such
over Vape with either Ino or Farina. I like Ino more on a gameplay level. The damage is better with Farina though. Honestly though, I do wish I could. I really wish I could turn off C2 Farina.
I'd take the opportunity to make a little more.
With C1, C2 Ino, I wouldn't be surprised if C1, C2 Ino performs relatively similarly to a C0 Farina. I haven't gone and like calc that or anything, but as far as Dia's damage at least, with a C6 Dia. I think because I have a high enough investment on Dia now, I wouldn't notice that much the difference between a C0 Ino, sorry, a C0 Farina and a C2 Ino.
I see. Not.
It's code for he's not going to do a unit review stream. No, I need to do more.
Was it quick? It's felt like a very long time to me. My life will experience little change until a true turning point arrives.
Okay.
But as for you, you are at a pivotal point in your journey.
Why do you know that?
Victory.
Excuse me, dear customer. After careful, I assure you that this is the fairest possible price.
I'll take half of that in cash. I won't
Wait.
be staying long, so there's no
Dory
point
is
to carry
buying
around more
something
money
from
than I
Skirk?
need. As for the other half, give it to these two in the form of food or supplies.
Okay.
You should have.
Of course.
I was yapping too much, but
I can see my most valued customers
34,
enjoy a
290,
relationship.
500 EM Nefer. That you should use a crit rate circlet. That is not a crit rate circlet build. You should use a crit rate circlet. I'm assuming you're also gonna have 290 crit damage because you could have her signature weapon. You should use a crit rate circlet.
Here's
Anyways.
Yamora. Please do stop by again.
30 months I'll be not be gotten rid of. Thanks, Ren. Good day to you as well.
I'll be going then. Until next time.
Reminder, if you want, there's a members Discord server now finally.
Huh? Won't you stay for a chat? Oh,
Should use Ino with Llama for... I mean, Llama's an extremely versatile unit. So...
that's just how she is, sweeping in and out like a sudden gust of wind. I'm used to it
Oh,
by
you
now.
regularly interact with Skirk and make deals. Interesting.
That reminds
Does Skirk just like supply all of the rare objects that Dory smuggles to different nations? Is that the implication here?
Even though you huh? What do you mean? The
Skirk mentioned
all-knowing
Dory and
Lord
Nicole in her voice
Son of
lines.
a Bay
Hey,
keeps
interesting.
every fine. If you must know, she's not really my customer, but rather a guest of Miss
Oh, you don't have
Alice,
enough.
my
Yep, I did miss that
supplier.
part. Then my favorite Dia team before that was Dia Yai, Chevrolet Eonson.
Miss Alice introduced her to me, and now
And yes, I found Eonson significantly preferable to Bennett.
Ridiculous.
Du-du-du-du.
A strong, mysterious
Okay.
customer like that who brings
Uh-huh.
me valuable
Why are you part of
items.
every
I
anecdote here, by the way?
practically worship the ground
Yeah,
she
yeah,
tours
yeah,
to
I know,
find
yeah.
3 million mora. What
Okay.
can I buy?
Alright, that's amusing. Do-do-do. Wait, we got 3 thingies. Wow, that one is very worth. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a freaking flower I got. I forgot. This could actually be... What's my current Anepa piece? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot I put that on her. I have a terrible ratio Anepa build right now, which is on purpose, mind you. I would really like the variant of this piece, but has double crit. It would make me happy because 68% crit rate's, you know, a little low. So this could be a great Anefa piece, but also I'm stupid and I kind of want attack percent. So we'll level it up. Anyways, bam. Wow. Sick. Thanks, game. Great. Glad my first double crit ER piece rolled like that. I'm just going to assume I'm gonna farm enough of this set that I can throw that away. Okay, that kind of makes me sad. Even if I wasn't gonna use it on enough, I could use it on many characters. Alright, cool, thanks. Okay. BAI team's actually fun, thanks a lot. You're welcome. And Fischl works there instead of Yai, but I do like the balance with Yai quite a lot because it's a dynamic of trying to on-field Yai a little bit, on-field Dia a little bit, with both of them being, you know, short-ish field time units. Bursting in Yai at smart times with Eon's on buff up and whatever. I really like the dynamic of the team. Okay, so let's go to Abyss. Count swapping was the big day. So this one might not be live, or it might be live. I don't know. I hope I can make sure I'm not tired for it, but because again, if I sound a little tired right now, it's because my sleep schedule has been horrifyingly goofied. But I really we're doing swapping with Tarz, so just a simple account swap, and we realize we kind of have to do this Abyss because the next Abyss cycles are cringe. Like for the next 2 months, account swapping is just not going to be a thing that's interesting at all, most likely. So, and I also which also kind of F's my plans because I was being lazy, not trying to plan for doing like account swapping with lazy, and not just lazy, but distracted by, I don't know if you heard, but there's a new Genshin Impact version that came out, new major version release, so you know, got a little distracted on purpose, but didn't realize that the next Abyss cycles would be so freaking terrible, and this might be forever from now on. So I don't know. After this Abyss cycle, it's possible account swapping just might be a dead concept because the content in the game is just so shite and that we can't like meaningfully do fun things anymore. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully I'm being pessimistic. I really hope I am. Oh, but man, You'll probably understand in a week if you don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, the Abyss resets in a week. Hey Agro, speaking of like I was wanting to do a account swapping with Agro, Red Nazio, and I believe Limbo, but realistically I'm probably not going to be able to get that plan to coordinate for before this Abyss cycle resets now. This is what I'm talking about, where I got distracted by the new patch and whatever. And I don't know when we're going to do that now because the next Abysses are just yeah, so I don't know, maybe we'll do like difficulty 4 of Stygian Onslaught though, because maybe difficulty 4 of Stygian Onslaught will be flexible-ish. The current one is not particularly. The difficulty 4 is just less HP version of difficulty 5 mostly. So yeah. Anyways, yes, it's going to shill very hard. The main problem is the double HP bar enemies. It's literally functionally 100k DPS check if you don't bring a double Nodcry team. So like, not that there's no options. Like you can do Ino and Ephicore, and that's enough, right? To give you flexibility for doing some fun teams. But I don't know. We can. I'll consider it, right? Because like, we'll see what the next Abyss is like. The problem is the other side is also really cringe. like the first side, if you don't do a double Nodcry team, or it might be second side, I can't remember which side is which, but one side if you don't do a double Nodcry team is awful, because it's like 100k DPS check if we're talking like 90-second thresholds. So if you don't have a 100k DPS team without 2 Nodcries for that side, it's either have 2 Nodcries or have a 100k DPS team, or have near 100k DPS but then have a stronger team that can clear on the second side. Like you might, if you clear in 60 seconds on the other side, then you have more time to clear on the really tanky enemy side. But anyway, so one side is the enemies with the double HP bars that if you have 2 Nodcries functionally reduces their HP by a shit ton. And then the other side is hyper bloom shilling. I didn't mean to say, my brain just derped there. I mean, by hyper bloom shilling, I mean hyper shilling bloom, not hyper bloom shilling. I realized I slipped up there. You can use hyper bloom. But anyways, it's the crab, and then there's also a hydro shield, the hydro shield local legend Vishap that sucks all of your energy away when you're nearby it, and you need to clear the hydro shield to be able to get your energy back. So that means frick you for using burst reliant teams, and then the crab is I'm recency biased declaration, I guess, but the crab is maybe my most hated enemy in the game right now, personally. I think it's the lamest enemy in the game as far as like, it's not a terrible idea to be clear. I might actually end up finding something fun with the crab and abyss, to be clear. I'm really biased towards Stygian Onslaught. And bomb is being delivered to your address. Please sign up for delivery. Okay, I'll keep an eye out. Thanks, Agro. So I don't know. Anyways, we'll so for aggro, for the aggro Red Nezio, I'm gonna have to DM them and get something coordinated properly. But for that account swapping, it'll probably be on the future Abyss cycle. So, but that's not what we're doing right now. We're just doing for Tarz. This Abyss cycle is a little bit more flexible. Anyways, that local legend is cringe. So like, it's very anti-burst teams, and you have to clear Hydro Shield, which there's not that many things that can clear that. The crab is not very brute forceable. It's F you bring bloom, the boss, and like I just it's like the next Abyss cycle is the most anti me and how I have fun in Genshin Abyss cycle, I kind of feel, and it kind of has me feeling really bad once I saw it. Like I've been in a not very motivated mindset ever since Tarz. It's all Tarz's fault. Tarz pointed it out, and I was like, ah, frick. Because he mentioned like we need to do the account swapping with this cycle because the next one's bad. And I'm like, hey, they can't be that bad. And I was like, oh no, it is that bad. Oh, Dialama Virgin will work fine. Yes. If you bring Hydro and Dendro, you can clear the crab. Well, not just any Hydro and Dendro, mind you. Like there's, if you bring Yayo and Candace, it's not gonna be easy. but like you can clear, and it doesn't have the anti-burgeon mechanic in Abyss. I think so. Like it has a lot more team options. There will be fun teams to use to clear the next Abyss cycle. That's gonna be my goal if I do account swapping. It's just I'm just gonna figure out some fun teams that are very specific to the next Abyss cycle. But it's just not as fun on the level of doing an account collab that's like gives the different players flexibility for doing different ideas, right? Like I can't meaningfully share DPS Lanyan if I wanted to share DPS Lanyan the next Abyss cycle. I just can't. Can I clear with DPS Lanyan next Abyss cycle? Yeah, but I probably have to do like a Nefa I know combo on the first side. Like, yay. So, yeah. Anyways, I don't know who you are, but you actually have the best mic from all Genshin streamers. Thanks. It's the same mic as a lot of Genshin streamers, but anywho's. Non-Hydro Flynn's teams, they're bad, and I don't think they're very interesting. I'm not even going to make a video on it. I don't know. There's something about it that's just not very fun to me. So, like, I like Flynn's for his intended playstyle, but they're just not interesting. Like, to be clear, you can do the same shenanigans you can do with him. Varessa was the same way to a significant extent, where like she just doesn't feel that fun if you don't play her in her stronger teams, is my vibe, which is part of the reason I didn't play her that often. So anyway, sorry, we need to start testing things. Good lord. So the main thing, as I said, I want to figure out what kind of Sethos team can I clear with that is we have to do electric charge, right? Of course. Because yeah. I don't think I want to not do electric charge. Can I do, I mean, should we try to use Ino? Let's try to use Ino. Why not? Well, there's a reason. There's definitely reasons not to. Slingshot, Wander's Troop, yeah. That feels like the correct build. Yeah, kind of. I hear someone vacuuming. I don't know if you can hear that. You probably can't hear it, but okay. The spinny chair. It'd still be spinning. I mean, my other chair spins, to be clear. I just got distracted in the moment, and I was like, it spins. I can't not spin when I get a new chair. Anyways, I tried to have fun making the ad integration. If you want my true review on the chair, by the way, now that this is a non-sponsored video, it's mostly the same as my first impressions. I've used it longer than when I made that, and I would say it's not objective. It's definitely not objectively better than my previous chair, which is a Steelcase Elite V2. But as far as like new cost versus new cost goes, a Steelcase Elite V2 is sold new for over $1,000. The Flexi Spot chair is like $500. So a little bit of a different price bracket. But there are things I definitely prefer on the Flexi Spot chair over the other chair. So anyways. There's so many noises going on outside. I think there's construction going on outside. Sorry. Hopefully you can't see it. Cloudforge Sethos. I don't know. If you're using him as a Hyperbloom reaction trigger, maybe. Otherwise, no. That's my vibe. Slingshot's too good on him. But if we're talking low investment Sethos or whatever, Cloudforge is fine. Sure, let's do that. That looks a little bit better. Okay, and then let's do. So I considered being like, okay, what if I do like sucrose? Maybe we can start from a baseline of sucrose. What happens if we use just Ino? And try Ino alone. Is Ino gonna be the one triggering? Oh, she is. Ah, frick. Sorry. I was gonna say if she's gonna be the one triggering electro charge a lot, which I think she is, because there's gonna be a lot of electro application. Although electro charge ownership is weird. I don't know. Okay. Force Bloom without Llama, yeah. Is ass, yeah. The crab is unfun. Crab is a not fun boss. Okay, you know what? I want to try mono. No. Should we just use Xingqiu? Will EM Xingqiu work? It might. I don't know. Should we just leave him on his E? Why? You used to be on flop. Why are you not on flop? I swapped it to Kuki for some reason. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it back. Put you back. I'm gonna keep on Gilded Dreams simply because I think I have more ER in this set than my flop set, and that might be necessary. I don't know. Leave him on an EM build for the funnies, and try with this. This is some defensive utility, but not like insane, right? So, yeah, and I want to play without VV because Tarz was like, if you give me Sucrose, I'll just use Sucrose instead of Sethos. And I have to force him to play Sethos. Okay, I think we're... Look at how good that feather was. Okay, I think we're good. Cool. Try it. You into you, snapshot. Okay, and then for now, on the second side, let's just throw the... Oh wait, I have Eons on the first team. Frick. Oh damn. I don't like the Bennett variant of Dia Yai Shivers. I guess maybe, I don't know. I feel like Dia might be too easy to play for Tarz, but it's fine. Well, we'll see if this we'll see how this works on the second side. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just gonna give him overvape Dia with I know. No, I will not for sure. I'm going to test it. I don't know what my clear time is going to be in the first half, and I don't know what my clear time is going to be with the second half. Right? I want to find something that's on the line for me, where like it's going to take a little bit of like good gameplay and whatever to clear, but also challenges Tarz in some way or another. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Hello, Sylveon. Level 100 Dia based? Yes, of course. Of course. Mona on Flynn's team's pretty garbage. Pretty garbage. Use Lisa for real, for real. I would consider it. But I don't think I have the time to invest in Lisa for the next the next 2 days. Since the plan is to record in the next couple days here. Alright. I'm gonna have Fab on you. Probably actually want to put Fab on you, but yep. Wow, okay, we're off to a good start with wall cancels. Okay, we almost one rotated. Okay, I am trapped. Let me out! Okay, well that's annoying. Should be wasting some. Okay. See if that causes the problem. Brap. Brap. Honestly, the damage is better than I thought. I definitely need to use Sethos better, I think, here. I feel like Xingqiu might make this too survivable. Now, look how little damage we're taking from this. This should be harder. Probably better if I, do actual gameplay here. I feel like it's too good. I think it's too good, but we'll see how the next chambers go. Thundering Furry Flynn's? I have not. I actually should go test that on my Polarm account. Because I have good TF artifacts. He technically has a TF artifact on him right now. Technically. Alright. Didn't get fab. Alright. Floor 1 survival is easy? I mean, kind of. I have tried playing Zethos against the Cactus without a team like that. I should not target that, and why did that? Anyways, obviously if I give Dia whatever team format, I think Helpa will be a lot easier. So like, I do expect Chamber 1 to be the easiest, right? But I don't know. This was like I think a bit too easy. I think. But realistically, there's gonna have to be at least one easy chamber, right? Okay.
Your mommy teach you that?
I forgot about Dia. That's not that rare a voice line from Dia, but alright. Yeah, Dia's too goated. But the thing is, Tarz has never really played Dia. So he might just be bad. But I don't know. This team is not that hard. It really isn't that hard to play. I don't know. He might just be not used to like how he's gonna have to like figure out energy or whatever. Well, I don't know. I've optimized the team enough that the energy is not really a problem. Like if it's a problem, it's a very minor problem, right? So I don't know. Anyways, this is gonna be an awkward chamber, of course. Okay, tap, dash. Please try to stay in line. Good job with the. Okay, get away from them. Tap. Okay, this is where I'm talking about. Where. Oh, look how much. Hey, look what? That was so much HP from the rain swords. That's an unacceptably high amount of HP. Like this team is too strong, or too tanky. No, that sounds silly, but I think it's too strong. What am I doing? I'm gonna get. Okay, I'm gonna get yoinked. No stamina. Yeah. Okay. Mitchell with 600 ER, TDD as Lisa, yeah. I don't know. Is it too tanky of a Zethos team? Is it too tanky? Oop. I was doing pretty decent with walk-ins there. I mean, no, I wasn't.
Controlled breathing.
What am I doing? I need to run. God damn it, frick. Why was it taking so long? Hello, Bennett. I feel like Saint Joe makes the team too tanky. I want it to be scarier, but I gotta actually properly fight them off and see how scary it is.
As you wish. Excuse me.
Decent walk cancels.
Behind you.
Rain outlines your face. Stronger. Let's step. Wings of darkness.
Way ahead.
What am I doing? Keep on doing this. Okay. Okay. Good. Alright. Energy's the ow. Okay, really. There we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, still got hit by that. Okay, this is a bit scarier. Oh god. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I should have. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So, okay. This. One concern I have right now is it's going to do another phase of its of the attack that applies the debuff, right? No, I can probably kill it before. This is a more challenging one for sure. And I don't know. Eon's on C6. Well, C6 Eon's isn't really doing that much here. We don't have a crazy high amount of attack scaling damage in general, to be honest. Eonson is mostly just buffing Fischl here. So I guess it is potentially doing something. Shalona can heal all his HP in one tick? Yeah, probably. How do you do Moonfly with no healer? You can, so it jumps forwards towards you when it spawns. So its range for when it applies the debuff, like it covers the whole range of Abyss, but only if it's in the center. If it's standing right here, for example, when it applies the debuff, you can be over here and be out of range. That's what I did before. Buffing Fischl's a lot though. Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, I think if I don't know. I feel like this is an acceptable balance. Like this is not easy. I don't know. I have no idea. Like Tarz when I mentioned to him like the potential of me giving him Sethos to play, he was like he groaned because he has not practiced walk cancels. I think he's overestimating how difficult walk cancels are on Sethos relative to some of the other insane things I've seen him do. I don't know why I did that. But okay, so it ran towards me there, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, energy on Singcho. We should probably put that on Singcho. If we do end up doing this. Okay. Like, that would have killed Sethos without Singcho here. That killed Sethos regardless. I don't know. It's hard for me to vibe. To get the vibe of how painful this would be for Tarz. But let's get to we gotta get our own clear. We gotta get our own clear, which is not gonna be easy. Gotta get our own clear and then see how the second side goes. So I'd be down with giving him some Dia overvape to clear in the second side. And depending on how that goes, we can decide to go from there. Oh my god. Whoop.
As you wish, mate. Just wisdom. Way ahead.
Run away. I waited too long. Oh. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Oh yeah, Eon's on heals too, I forgot. That's true. That actually might have been the part of the heal I saw before. There's so much healing on this team. I don't think it's enough to full heal though. Oh, by the way, if I'm doing walk cancels, ideally, Sethos should step backwards a little bit. That should be the main tell if you want to like watch for a visual of how well I'm doing them. Okay, that works, I guess.
Excuse me.
Okay. Don't. Okay, let's do this. Whatever. No, what I. Good to consider it's not only Tarz. No, it is only Tarz. The account swapping I'm doing with Tarz is only Tarz. It's gonna be a little bit of a different one. Just a one-on-one. How'd I do no damage to you? I forget. Oh, that was special, that's why. But not that confusing.
me?
Come on. Alright. Oh, that is... You are in the center. Oh, that's cooked. Yep, never mind. Oops. Oh, that was stupid. I should have hung around it for a little bit. Quick swap teams with Sethos? I mean, yes. But Dendro is not... If you want me to do, like, I don't know. What's your suggestion? Make a suggestion rather than just saying quick swap. Right now I'm just testing my baseline. This is my baseline test. For what I was considering. Okay, you know what? I think we're gonna put Xingqiu on... Xingqiu died. I think we're gonna put Xingqiu on Fab. Just so that can be less of a factor. Because I hate playing around optimizing this dude's energy. I really hate it. Honestly, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna try with a different hydro. Well, wait, no. Frick, I know it's on the second side. Done a tar tag? No. What other hydro do I do? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I don't think I really have a choice. If I wanted to use Ino on the second side. Ino is the only other choice. Ayato burst. No Ayato, unfortunately. Okay, well that's fine then. Fine, we will. Okay. Yoink that from Farina. Who needs Farina? Yep. I don't have a courier circle in this set. No, I have one. It's just not leveled. Okay. 17 crit rate, huh? I just put him on an emblem build. I really want to. Don't really want to. But let's see how it do. Just yoink the Yelan pieces. It's simple. Probably not the HP type piece. Probably not the HP type piece. Yep. Keep that for the... Well, no. We'll give him a... Where is it? Why do you... Why does... I don't know why Kabe has that. Oh, 5-piece emblem. Well, sure. Alright, surely he never needs to worry about his burst there, right? Quick swap with Hydro, Ayato, Kokomi, Candace. Oh yeah, Kokomi exists. I should try Kokomi. That's true. Mona, I will pass on. I hate Mona. Sorry.
Time to act.
Let's not be at 0 stamina. Kokomi, though, is going to be easier to survive with than Xingqiu, though. Why no Nilu? For Sethos? I mean, I could use it. I mean, it'd be a funny option. I feel like we're not going to get that many electro charges. I guess it wouldn't be that different than using Ino. If I put like Key of Caution suit on her. So I don't know, it'd be a funny option maybe. I guess I'd prefer that over Kokomi. For being less survivable. Was Fischl out of range, or are we just doing more damage? Or is Fischl out of range, or were we doing a lot more damage with Xingqiu before? I think Fischl might have been out of range. Let's test it again. Snack sword Nilu. Healer Xingqiu with key. No, I don't want Xingqiu to heal more. He already heals too much.
As you wish,
I think we were doing more damage with an EM build than St. Joe. Which, to be honest, this thing might be hydro resistant.
Excuse me.
Okay, sorry, we got Should I just go back to Kill the Dream St. Joe? Because it is funnier. There's just within range. It is. Okay. It seems a lot worse. Why does this? Is it that worse? Yeah, should we just try Nilu? I don't know. Sure, let's try Nilu. Why not? Mulan quick swap? Maybe. Yeah, the problem is finding something that has a balance. That would make sense. I would say Tignari, but Tignari is going to be not very fun with the moth. Yeah. Sorry, a little tired. Oh, I freak. Oh, we're not going to be within range to get Hydro on the enemy most of the time. Because if we're doing good Sathos gameplay, you walk away from the enemy. It's a similar problem Llama has, but way worse. Because Nilu's range is not very good, right? That is not a very big range. Okay, never mind. I know would be perfectly fine, but yeah, no, I think we kind of have to use Sincho. Go back to the Gilded Dreams build. I feel like that was their best option. Oops. Pep. Yeah, yoink that one instead. Just get a little bit more energy recharge than I had before. Okay. Back to Xiphos. I like it's very funny to me that Xiphos has turned into a Singjo weapon. Alright, 150 at a baseline, plus I'll get a bunch of EM from this. Okay. And I don't go back to it. I want to see, like, it seemed like Emblem was noticeably worse. It might have just been because this enemy's Hydro resistant, though. I'm not sure if it is. It's blue. Colors indicate resistance 100% of the time. Oops. Okay, I guess this was pretty similar, to be honest.
Time to act. Let me lead you abreast. Rain.
I don't know if that made sense to do, but whatever. Ah, crap. Okay. We really... this character. Singjo. Okay. Wait, I already declared this chamber. It wasn't... whatever. I need to soft sprint into the frickin' thing. How long have I had that happen? Like, I was sprinting to the super key and wasting stamina.
As you wish. Excuse me.
Oh, god dang it.
Here's the space.
Rain outlines your face.
This lady.
Quick as a flash. Let's see. My royal
Really. I love... great. Just teleport. Immediately teleport again. Just trap me in the thing. And then Synchro energy again, because... energy on St. Joe. It's so bad.
Let me weave you a verse. Quick as a flash. Let's
Into space.
I like the energy on it, the Zyphos on him. It's so funny. I don't know. I wanna see if I can do a rotation where I... Wait, why am I optimizing this chamber? Brain, whatever. I'm optimizing this chamber, but it's not necessary. Sorry. Okay, whatever. But what I was gonna say is that can I optimize a rotation where I kill this enemy
Excuse me.
in the first rotation without having to use St. Joe burst? Because then I don't have to waste a St. Joe burst for setup. I might be able to.
Space.
quick as a flash. Let's
Way ahead.
See, save it for this. Eon Sun I wasn't too worried about. Okay.
let me weave
What?
you a verse.
Oh my god, I'm bad. Alright, it's fine.
Wings of darkness.
Apparently, I should not have used Eon Sun. Alright, whatever.
Excuse me.
No, my
Okay.
sword. Ring cutter.
See, much better for
Quick as a flash.
lining up that. Okay.
Into space.
I'm walking forward. My walk answers are bad.
Excuse me.
Why? Why do you not have energy? Bruh.
Rain outlines your
Like, this happens once and then it cooks him. I just...
Let's
I hate St. Joe.
Into space.
I actually hate this character. He feels nice in Nilu teams. I like him in Nilu teams. I will give him that. I have found teams I like St. Joe in. This is not one of them. Maybe I should just go back to Emblem. Or Fav, whatever. Maybe I should do Sack Sword. I don't like Sack Sword because it extends rotations. Oh. Nilu work on the second side? I don't want to have, you know, no. I mean, yes, Nilu would work a second side, but... Or you mean like just doing DA override with Nilu? I mean... That I don't know. I don't know how the Hydra application works out for Nilu. It's Nilu's Hydra application is worse than Ino's Hydra application. It might still be fine. Might.
inside. Ring cutter. Controlled breathing. On my shadow raven.
Way ahead.
This is Her Majesty's gift. By royal decree.
Am I stupid? I am. Okay, sorry. I thought... Okay, my brain. Oh boy. I'm tired. I need to go to sleep apparently.
Wings of darkness.
Excuse me. Move or be moved.
There we go. Wow, I got one... Oh my god. I was gonna say, I got one walk cancel that went backwards.
Way ahead.
And I immediately got an N3, which is a complete failure. That was too many charge checks. Why? Are you serious? I hate this character. Oh, I hate St. Joe. I hate him so much, actually. This is what I happen anytime I try to do something with his character. I just try him and he feels like shit. He just feels like shit unless I put 500% ER on him. I have an ER type piece. Just give him that. There we go. Why was Candace even on that? I don't know. Candace might have not had her proper build. I don't know. Anyways. Bap. Okay. There we go. Surely that'll be fine. Still can use a funny EM build. What was the buffs? I didn't even pay attention. Oh, thanks for subscribing, Heemster. Permanent E doesn't have that problem. Permanent half HP Sethos. I mean, that's true. Could I do 0 energy Farina? Okay, that does sound kind of funny. To try to clear with Sethos with Farina, but then it's like a Farina that bursts like every 3 rotations at most. And you don't have, or it wouldn't even matter if you don't have healing, I guess. So that doesn't even matter. Just don't have healing. And then Farina burst doesn't matter. And then it just makes Sethos have half HP to make it, it'd be the anti-Xingqiu. To make it, instead of Xingqiu making him more tanky, but still being a healerless team, kind of, it would be just be at half HP. Gilded though, I get that it's Zithos. It's because I am using that for a Nilu team, and also the damage was not really any different with Emblem. I thought the damage was going to be meaningfully higher with Emblem, but it wasn't. Not that it was a min-max Emblem build or anything, but the point of putting out Emblem was min-maxing and to make him have his energy without any problem. And I think it's funnier to have him on a... Oh, why did I do that? Frick. Whatever.
Midnight Fen. Use the space.
Wait, what? How did I... What? My brain. What is wrong with my brain? I can't... It's his birthday today? Oh. Alright, you know what we do when it's someone's birthday, but it's someone you don't like? You just pretend they don't exist. Easy. I won't accidentally insult him if I'm not using him. No? I mean, I can give Farina ER, doesn't matter. Just give her whatever. Okay. Bap. Alright, instructors Farina on key of caution suit. She'll burst occasionally. Let's go. Dolphin or a meticulous saver? Both a little bit. Like last year I was more Dolphin because I specifically decided to take a content perspective for my polling decisions. And my experience last year has made me decide I want to return to what my general wishing behavior was like before, where I usually just skip a lot of units. I would skip a bunch, like Sumeru, for example, 3.0 year, I skipped a lot of characters. Version 4.0, I skipped quite a few characters. And I kind of want to return to that form. Like I'm skipping Flynn's, for example. I have him on my polearm account. I'm very happy with him there. I am probably going to get Nefer. But yeah, as far as like the characters I've acquired, like I haven't done, not counting to be clear, I just made a stupid video where I spent money on this banner for Yelan, but that was a one-off specific thing. I didn't actually gain anything from that other than the one level 100 4-star character. that was a stupid ass concept video. So I don't know. Most people probably describe me as dolphin overall, but I would say my actual tendency is more towards saving, but being a low spender saving. So for things that actually make sense, not our stupid video concepts, I have not spent any money in the game for a while, for top-ups, mind you. So, and I've just gotten quite lucky. I've gotten very lucky recently. I've gotten so lucky recently that it's enabled me to get a lot of characters that I would have thought, or characters or duplicates of like getting 5-star weapons, whatever, that I wouldn't have thought I'd be able to get. And yeah, so anyways, the answer is yes. C1 Farina worth or just 0? I think C1 Farina is worth it from a team building perspective potentially, but also Columbina might be coming out and might replace Farina in a lot of teams, so we'll see. I don't know. I think it's kind of hard to say Farina C1 is strongly worth it when they're going kind of anti-damage bonus with some units now for team building, and I think that's a good thing in some ways, but it does make Farina C1 less valuable. So I don't know. I can tell you I would have been perfectly happy stopping at Farina C1 in hindsight, in my opinion. But yeah, pulling for every character seems like a weird C0 guide creator type thing. Your videos are just more focused on interesting and wacky combos that aren't at the top of KQM. Yes, but I decided to pull for extra characters. It wasn't that I was gonna pull for every. I didn't commit last year to be like I'm gonna pull every character. I just kind of decided I would be less conservative with my pulls for the purpose of being like, hey, I can get Kanich and I can make extra content on having Kanich. Same thing like the decision to go to like Chaska was originally going to skip, but I decided to go to Pity on Chaska because I wanted C4 Oron and I wanted 50-50, right? And like Varesa, I probably would have gotten regardless of the stupid video I made because I would have gone for Varesa on Eonson. On the video concept, I just chose to wish on Chunyun first because of the specific situation, whatever, right? So I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird balance of like I made a lot of specific wishing decisions because of being a content creator. So like I don't know. I don't know how to describe that to people properly. Wanted to make sure I got the buff out properly. But. Wait, I just realized Farina's a healer. Frick. Farina will help Tarz clear. Damn. Farina technically doesn't have to be left in the... whatever. I wonder if Tarz will be like me, and Tarz will forget that Farina heals. Ow. Key. Okay. Right. I should use Farina Burst randomly when it's available. Because I do have C1, it will give damage bonus. Yeah, here is where, you know, use Farina to heal. Because, yeah. Case in point, by the way, like St. Joe did make Zethos way more tanky. Your videos are a counter. Weird but healthy balance of both, yeah. Because that's just, it's kind of my player preference at all. It's like, it's the same thing like Skirk is, I went for Skirk because I wanted Skirk. I got lucky getting Skirk, so I spent my extra pulls going for Skirk R1, and I got lucky with that, and then I went for C1 too. I just kept on getting lucky. So I don't know, like, I actively make inefficient decisions, I think, a lot. As far as saving, but like I've started making more inefficient decisions in part because of like being a content creator. So I don't know. I'm a weirdo. That's the answer. But yeah, to some degree, yes, everyone makes decisions like that. I think it is relatable to make decisions like what I did for Skirk sometimes. Like my account on as a whole isn't relatable, but it's like kind of weird in that. It's like oh, is any given time is like you know, the investment level of this team right now is something that's achievable as a free-to-play player. Yeah, absolutely. It's just, did you make the specific decisions that led you to be able to get like the investment on this kind of team as a free-to-play player? I don't know. Decisions you make matter a lot. And I'm able to have more freedom to make stupid decisions because I spend some money. Oh my god, I am not... Bruh, my brain is just not functioning. Apparently this is just not the day for me to test. I completely failed to do anything there properly. Oh dear. Oh dear. Sorry, I hear people upstairs, and I was like, what? It's so much noise upstairs. I don't think you can hear it. It's not that loud, but I can hear them. They're being weirdly noisy for a Thursday at 11 a.m. Flynn's weapon or Arlecchino weapon as free to play, which is better? I mean, for each of them on each of their things, I think. Well, Arlecchino and Flynn's are in a similar situation where I'd say if you're coming from like having a Jade Spear for either of them, it's not that significant of an upgrade. And they're both of them are in a similar situation of their constellations. Their early cons are better than their weapon if you're starting from like having a 5-star weapon already, like Jade Spear or whatever. I find content's a bit unrelatable, more interesting. Yeah, like I've been intending to make a Yap video at some point that is all accounts are unrelatable, like, which just dives into like the nuance of how many different decisions can be made over time in a Genshin account. That means like you can't directly compare the experience of one player on one Genshin account to another Genshin account. As far as like trying to extrapolate out like what is relatable as far as investment level goes, because it just depends how long you've been playing, your preferences for gameplay, and all kinds of minor compounding decisions on like how you have spent resin, how you have spent your wishes, yada yada, blah 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 blah. So premium supports matter more than R1s most of the time. Yeah, for sure. I would say basically all the time. Yeah, if you're lacking like I wouldn't waste your wishes on trying to get Flynn's weapon right now if you don't have enough for Flynn's yet. I think Inefa is not even just like on a damage increase level, on a team building value level for being a defensive utility unit that also is a second nod cry, so you can have more combinations of teammates with Flynn's, which might matter from a context of giving him different elements when they have, you know, a Abyss cycle or whatever that has, you have to bring Pyro to it, right? It means you could have more flexibility for team building on Flynn's, and you still need to have a Hydra unit, right? But you can have a little bit more flexibility. So I don't. Anyways, on top of the damage potential, right? So like don't go for Flynn's weapon if you don't have an Ephod for him, in my opinion. You can maybe consider Flynn's C1, I guess, over an Ephod because of the argument that it uplifts his damage enough that you can get Flynn's C1 instead of an Ephod and have the same damage potential ish on Flynn's, but like it doesn't change that team building value level. So yeah. Pulling C6 Flynn is skipping all Natland 5 stars, certainly decisions I've made. No regrets. Nice. I look at leaks, yeah. Okay, I don't like key on here because so normally key on Farina works perfectly fine. You get stacks in your burst animation, but we're not using our burst, so I need to use our burst. Just want to pull cool characters, get their weapon, yeah. I feel you. I am probably, assuming I enjoy Nefer's gameplay, I'm going to be very tempted to get Nefer's signature weapon next patch, but we'll see what happens with Wanyan. If how do we almost what the how? I wasn't paying attention. How do we almost have enough energy to like burst on free nav rotation? I guess it's just official energy go burr. speaking of like how we were yapping about C1 Freener earlier, by the way. Well, absolutely a context. Like healerless teams or very low healing teams. One of the notable things is C1 Freener always gives you some damage bonus even if you have no healing, right? Freaking butthole enemy, by the way. I just spent time quoting him. Oh, that stamina. Freaking god. So anyways, Farina is better here than Xingqiu, obviously, on a damage level. I don't know if I like giving the ability to have a healer, though. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine, because if you... Healing well in Farina does cause, like, significant damage loss, and you lose Hydro, which is bad. So, maybe it's fine. Yeah. If Lanyan runs on Neverbanner, I will, if Lanyan runs on Neverbanner, there's a significant chance I am able to get Nefer and Lanyan C6 without much issue, and then I will likely have extra resources left over to go for Nefer signature weapon, at least to a pity. Okay. So here. The problem is. Okay, yeah. Okay, Setho's energy is definitely worse without Cyphos in the team. What's saying? Sorry. Bad. Okay. Yeah, P up. Yeah, we do. Okay. The reason I should not go for Nefersig though is because she's going to be a strong enough character that's just pointless. Like that's the reason like Skirk's signature weapon wasn't worth it. Like what does it do for me? Oh, okay, to be clear, part of the reason I went for Skirk's signature weapon was I expected to use it on other characters in niche situations, and I think that is true. It is basically Mistsplitter at a baseline. It's not that much worse than Mistsplitter in cases where Mistsplitter is a good generic stat stick, and that's part of why I wanted it. But yeah. So anyways, we cleared with a minute and a half. I think it's easier to get good damage with Frina, but a little bit less survivable. So I don't know. But then you have the emergency heal button on Frina. So I think Frina on Kiyokasha's suit is a fair play here. Don't have team-wide healer, so I wasn't sure if Caesar or Farina was at all worth it. Oh, I mean, if you can get Jean. So, if maybe you I don't know, hopefully you have Jean. There's a standard banner selector thing right now, but you might have already used that. Jean Farina is like the default, one of the default Farina combos, but
I'm quite used to it.
that's also like never any character's best team. Well, I shouldn't say never, but it's not most characters' best teams anymore. Instead it's like Farina plus, you know, insert other premium unit here, or Farina Bennett, right? So it's either Farina Bennett, Farina Jean, or like Farina Escoffier combos is probably the most valuable on a team building level. Can't forget about Bennett, but you do not. Well, do you have Bennett? So the fact that Bennett exists is one of the big reasons that Farina is kind of universally useful. It is a team core. I cut out a yap, by the way, about like wheelchair team cores in the I Know C6 video, because like obviously I Know and Nefa can be considered a wheelchair core. I don't really think it is though. That's what I basically cut out. But I really don't like that since wheelchair became a lingo term in the Genshin community, that people just use it to describe f***ing everything. Like, pretty much every team in Genshin relies on other units synergizing to make the team function, right? So like, I really, the wheelchair to me is when you are, you know, using a unit in a team that functionally, I would say they aren't contributing much at all. Like, what I think is wheelchair is something like Farina, Escoffier, Shenhe combo, right? Farina, Escoffier, Shenhe and then you put in Ganyu, or you put it in Charlotte, and that performs almost exactly the same. That, okay, sure, it's wheelchair. when DPS Charlotte performs the same as Ganyu, basically. Not exactly. Like, in a Stygian sustained situation, you know, Ganyu should perform a little better. But yeah, like, yeah, it's just people have seemed to be using wheelchair as a term to apply to not hypercarry now, which kind of pisses me off. It kind of really pisses me off. So I understand why, because that's just how the fucking design direction of the game has gone, with them creating overpowered as hell on-fielders that just makes sense to buff as much as possible. But, like, I could argue Moika's being wheelchaired by Seat Lolly Bennett Shalonen combo. Oh, but it's not wheelchair because Moika does 5 quadrillion damage. Okay, but she does a lot less than 5 quadrillion damage without Moika Bennett Seat Lolly. So I don't know, right? Like I think it really depends on what the relative damage performance is, and I think most people aren't properly comparing things, or they don't properly understand like team damage distribution, even on an intuitive level, when they see or say something is wheelchair. And it's kind of been bothering me. So anyways, yeah, any synergy is wheelchair. So I don't know, why did I start talking about it? I don't remember. I really don't remember. There's something related to Nefa, I know, but yeah. Anyways, thank you for not blowing the roof off. All right. See how the next chambers go, because they're gonna be a little bit more weird. I guess Farina healing mode is something that'll be like also an alternative strategy to deal with the moth. I feel like the Farina healing is gonna be too useful. like Tarz is not unknown to Farina having healing. Yeah, get ready for people calling Durin teams wheelchair teams. Like, it's gonna be inevitable. It's a unit that does off-field damage? What? That's just wheelchair. As if you can't actually balance a team around just doing off-field damage. Or not just doing off-field damage, but doing more than just on-fielder damage, right? Alright. Wheelchair is me putting Eula in an FE team or a Lunar Charge team to me. You think? Why a Lunar Charge team? Because, like, if you're playing Eula, Farina, Mika, and you're putting Nefa in there instead of Raiden, why is, like, Tenacity and Nefa any different than Raiden? Oh, because your Nefa is C2. I mean, I understand what you mean. Unironically, that's like I don't want any extra copies of. I definitely do not want an FSC2 on my main account, because I feel that for the current state of the game, at least, Nefa is a well-balanced character for the purpose of like creating teams that have, you know, like, synergy together, but isn't like, you know, a Nefa plus Hydro isn't so strong that it just carries you on its own. I mean, it can carry you through the shill if this is a little bit, but not completely at the same time. We're still in, you know, we're still in shill content for that. Okay. Wait, we need to try. Can we just heal our way through this? Let's see. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Probably not. Nefa C2 like the Sea Lolly C2? No, a Nefa C2 just makes her do a fuck ton more damage. Like just more personal damage. It's a big front-loaded damage instance every few seconds. Like you'll start seeing like 200, 300k from a Nefa off field. I don't remember at what intervals, but yeah. Abyss allowed me to build certain elements and throw the team together and clear. Yeah. Yeah. Line, oh well. So first here.
Excuse me.
I don't know if I'm gonna get away. Ah, oh, frick. God damn it. Okay. Let's see if we can heal. Heal, please. Heal, please. Oh my god. Heal, please. Oh my god, that took so long. Okay. Forgot how ass of a healer Farina is. Okay, I think having Farina healer is fine. Having Farina healer is fine. It is not going to just trivialize things. That is for sure. Have C2 Flins. Why not use them as an Electro Red Shred support with no artifacts for Sethos? I don't have C2 Flins on my main account. I have C-1 Flins. Does that work? No. Don't. Oh my god, I couldn't tell they were coming at me. Oh, the visual mess of Genshin. I literally didn't see him swing at me. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit harder with Arena. Every ult is like 400,000 damage more. Oh, is that what it is? It's is it front loaded damage on the ult? I don't remember. But anyways, yeah. I like where Nefa's balance is at, but I like where Nefa's balance is at with me using her with a 68% crit rate, 130 crit damage, triple attack percent. Like, I can't express enough how much Nefa to me is just a little bit, or not a little bit, like decent damage off field, and then the EM buff. So, hence my leaning into this really weird direction for her. I don't, oh my god. I don't need her to do more damage. Okay. I kind of want to, Okay, Farina makes this a little awkward. You know what, let's choose HP. Oh boy. I'm kind of leaning towards this one being the team I choose, because I can definitely clear with it. It's just a pain in the ass. There's no time restriction this time around, right? We don't have to clear in like a certain amount of time. It doesn't have to be like a team would clear in the same day. Just so, the point of me and Tarz here is just to be like, yeah, sure, whatever. Let's make it painful for each of us, while showcasing funny things. We're trying to, at least. Okay. Okay. I ran too far to the side. Thank you. Okay, good. Finally. All right. I need to do better with stamina. Okay. Oh, I was trying to trigger. Oh, no. Oh my god, you were so freaking... Stop it. Just, like, please. Oh, official's dead. Okay, I at least should have set up Farina's skill there. Okay. Glad your evil idea is working. I mean, yeah. Oh, this is painful. This is painful. Stop dashing. God, Stupid brain. Okay.
Quick as a flash. Let's on repeat.
I didn't even hit that. Okay. What? Oh, you did it so much sooner than that. Oh my god. Why am I failing so much of this? Talking about wheelchair and Farina, some C6 Farina man came to fish in my world. Did you manifest them or is it some secret agenda of yours? Yeah. Oh yeah, I started talking about the wheelchair because of like Farina Bennett combo or whatever, I think. Like, as far as like combos I rely on too much. I don't, most people I think don't consider Farina Bennett a wheelchair combo, but like, it's for how often, like from a baseline of if you are considering it just like wheelchair is just a team core that makes a lot of things work. Yeah, Farina Bennett is wheelchair, but it's wheelchair that like requires some investment on other units still in the team and mechanics to work and interface in a way, and you have to like understand the gameplay of the character and understand like how to generate fanfare properly with Farina and Bennett together. Like, it's just like it's strong and like arguably at least was too strong. I think it's fine now in the current state of the game with how balanced it's gone, but was too strong for a while. Ow, oh my god, really, it's so freaking hard to see animations in this freaking game when you have 500 numbers. I mean, electro charge teams are definitely one of the main team archetypes I would love to turn damage numbers off for. Stop it. Stop whacking me right before I get my animations.
Give me some space.
Okay. I just got him back in the middle. Oh, my brain is not working. Anyways. Yes, you can't have the enemy in the center. That's why I had to reset there. Sounds like some folks are beginning to mistake wheelchair for crutch. I mean, it never meant anything in specific in the first place. The wheelchair term came about because someone made a joke video that got popular, or joke clip or whatever that got popular, with using Shilonen and C1 Chiori together. Or sorry, is it Shilonen C1 Chiori? What was it? I think it might have been, I think it was Shilonen C1 Chiori. And being like, this is a team core that just does good damage and can kind of just do enough damage at a baseline that you just throw in whoever you want and it'll buff them a little bit, and it doesn't take any thought to play, right? Like that one is an example of like, yeah, I can get where they're coming from with the joke of the wheelchair, right? It was meant as a joke, but now it's used as like a serious term to describe certain kinds of teams, and it's just super loosey-goosey, doesn't actually mean anything. It was meant as an original joke, it should just be a joke, but now we use it too much, and I don't know. So I think I'm gonna just try to not use the term maybe moving forwards. Is it Navi wheelchair if I play her as Shalona Farina Bennett? Yeah, like I don't know. Some people would say it is. I don't think it is because it requires gameplay. It's not just a you activate EQ. I think if you activate EQ on characters and you basically don't have to do anything at all, that's wheelchair. Right. And I don't think there's very many team archetypes in the game that are actually that wheelchair, by my definition personally. To be clear, I liked the team wheelchair for a while to like describe team archetype. So, you know, I'm part of the problem. But I no longer wish to be part of the problem. I've recognized the wrongness of my ways. Can you die? Okay. Now you, ow, frickin' Jesus Christ! I forgot how much that hurts when you get hit. Okay. So yeah, you have to wait. You have to wait a short bit to make sure, because the annoying variance here is after it does its initial lunge forward. The initial lunge forward is always very consistent, so that puts it off of the center. But then it can do another attack to move itself again. after that, and it can move back to the center. You want to avoid that, but that's why I'm waiting a little bit to run to the edge.
Yeah, yeah. Step aside. Let's midnight phantasmical.
Way ahead.
Hello? How did I... What? Did I not... I don't think I triggered a reaction this way.
The sun sets.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a risky team. This is genuinely quite painful to play. Oh, I would never recommend anyone play a team. Don't play it.
For first.
It performs
One shall.
very poorly when characters die.
Once.
It performs fine when characters are alive. By the way, we're only doing this because Tarz is like, oh, if you give me Sucrose, I'll just use Sucrose on field instead of Sethos. So now I'm stubborn and I refuse to give him an animo unit.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Quick as a flash. Let's.
As you wish, mate.
As far as
Excuse me.
difficulty of play goes, I do tend to enjoy more difficult teams to play.
Way ahead.
I do find Sethos kind of engaging to play like this. Even this something they're really annoying with the enemies, animations, and whatever.
Excuse
Right
me.
up. Okay. Wait a second for it. Okay, now we can. Oh, see, it just. I moved too early. It's back in the center. Yeah. I don't have Dory leveled. What was I saying? Maybe we should move on to testing something else, honestly, because like I think this is very clearly doable. Just is going to be a pain in the ass for me to get the clear, and I have to get the clear before this weekend, or the day of. Like I have to get the clear, but I'm not gonna make him play something I literally can't clear on. But anyway, as far as like playing difficult to play teams like without sustains or whatever, or low amounts of defensive utility, because this team has some defensive utility, but like really awkward ways, right? Is I played Mualani. I finished leveling up Mualani on the casual account a few days ago, finally. Because I got a random early Mualani and trying to wish for Bennett copies. Never got Bennett. Also, by the way, for Mualani, I tried getting an Ino copy so I could get Ino C1 for Mualani. Guess what I didn't get? Not Ino. I hate 4-star acquisition. I spent 30 pulls, man. I'm now like at pity on the banner. I can't I'm like 10 away from pity. I can't do any more pulls for Ino on that. Like 4-star acquisition's goddamn game. Like, man, I just wanted to have a slightly less cope option for Mualani teams in my casual account. Like, frick this stupid game's acquisition for 4 stars. It pisses me off. God. Anyways, sorry. What I was saying was I played Candace. I just wanted to clear floor 11 in Abyss. I don't really give a shit about clearing floor 12 on the casual account right now. It probably can. This one's probably awkward as hell, but it probably can clear floor 12. If I wanted to lose a few hours of my life for no reason at all, for a couple primo gems. But I played Mualani with like floor 11. And like, man, floor 11 was really fun with Mualani, Xiangling, Sucrose, Candace. There was no sustain, no prototype amber on Sucrose. And that was a fun team at floor 11. Like, I was using floor 11 first side where there was like the ruin guards and whatever, and like having to like surf the nuance of like surfing around with Mualani and like having to worry about being schmacked in my ass with the ruin guards or whatever other enemy, like, and having to be very aware of like when the enemy like some enemies in Genshin is my point. Some enemies in Genshin are really fun to fight when you actually have to worry about living, and I think Tulpa is one of those examples of like an enemy that can be really fun to fight because you have to worry about being hit. Tulpa is a case if you have to worry about being hit even with defensive utility, whereas my point is with the floor 11 with Mualani is I had to worry about being hit because if I got hit, I died, right? I didn't have any way of healing and any way of shielding any damage. So yeah, what the heck is that colored background? Why is that colored like that? C6 Flins, should I fully max out your Ino? Sucrose, because I'm out of mats. Do you level 90 Ino Sucrose to get more damage to Flins? Your priority for investment would be Flins, and like Flins, if you have, even if you have like a Nefa C2, Flins at C6 is going to do the overwhelming majority of the team's damage. The damage contribution from Lunar Charge from Ino is not going to be that high. It's not going to matter really at all relative to what your Flins is doing. So like yes, it increases your damage, but not in a way that's probably, it's highly unlikely level 90ing your Ino or level 90ing your Sucrose for a tiny bit more swirl damage is going to matter, like at all. What? Oh, it's a pay to win color. Oh, it's 100 bits were spent. Oh, okay. Thank you. I didn't know that was a thing. Still learning things about Twitch. Still got to set up 7 TV. So yeah, thank you for the 100 bits then. Yeah, so like it does give you more damage, and not more damage to Flint. It gives you more team damage in the really minor way. But like if you have C6 Flints, it's in such a minor way relative to Flint's damage. Like it's not even worth bothering. You should probably spend 50,000 resin in the artifact domain to try to min-max your Flynn's artifacts before you give a shit about level 90ing Ino. That's my vibe, right? Because like the chance of getting one improved artifact in 10,000 resin is probably more of a significant damage upgrade for your team at that point than level 90ing your Ino, right? But yeah, make sure you can burst every rotation. Like I think being that you have a C6 Flins, you should definitely target like a Nefa on Tenacity. So like, you might want to straw box for some decent Tenacity pieces with your garbage from the new domain, and then and even a bad Tenacity build should be better on a Nefa with a C6 Flins, because he's again doing so much more of the team's relative damage contribution that it's going to exaggerate. A Nefa on Tenacity can make sense with a C0 Flins. So with a higher Constellation Flins where he's doing more portion of the team's damage, Tenacity is definitely the way to go. And then you put Serenade, you put Ino on Instructors or Noblesse or whatever, and then someone on Serenade set. So yeah, actually no, you would use, if you do Tenacity and Nefa, you would do Serenade on it, Ino, and then Sucrose on BB, of course. Yep, so. Just put a Nefa on new set. Yeah, I mean I did too. A Nefa on new set, I know on Noblesse is an equivalent amount of buffing. That is definitely an option. So, yeah. C2 Nefa. Okay. Oh, C1 Nefa. Okay. I mean, Nefa is still worth investing into, to be clear. Like, you don't want to put 0 damage stats on a Nefa, but if you have a Nefa on Gilded Dreams, like right now, for example, that can be best for a Nefa's damage, but with how much damage your Flins is going to be doing, it's just like, I don't know. I think you could put I'm pretty sure you could put a really cope in your circumstance. You could put a really cope Tenacity build on your Nefa, compared to a good Gilded Dreams build, and it would improve team damage performance because Flint is doing too much damage. So a 20% attack buff is just going to do way more. But a Nefa is doing good damage. If you want to min-max the team, you should get a good Tenacity build on a Nefa, right? I think good Tenacity artifacts are worth farming for in general, actually, at this point in the game. But yeah. Yes, on a C0 Flins level, I don't think there's... personally, having messed around with it myself on my Polarm account, even with having like C1 Flins or whatever, or C3 now, but you know, Tenacity, a good Tenacity Nefa build versus a good Gilded Dreams build, I found relatively similar in practice. Like, it wasn't that different. So yeah. How do I call my viewers? I don't know. Moon creatures. Because that's what I named the thing. Anyways. Should we test something else? What's other ideas we should test? Because I think my brain, I think I'm a little tired. I think I can clear this, but I think not now. I think this will be maybe my choice for Sethos in the first side. But I'll have to think over some. If someone else has some other suggestions of something to test with Sethos, maybe. But I gotta test the performance on the second side. But I'm pretty sure, based on the damage performance I saw, that I can clear with these two teams. So I'm gonna jot this down as one option. So Sethos. It's painful. It is painful. But I don't know. I think it's funny. The second slide might be too easy, but I don't know. I'm fine with. I was just showcasing Dia at her strongest. Well, not literally strongest. Frina is technically gonna make her get a bigger number, but you know. And Nefa put in Shenhe jail. What does that mean? I mean, in the sense that I build Nefa like I build Shenhe, yeah, a little bit. Jean attacks me with Sethos and her healing. I mean, I know I can survive with more heal. Fine. But we can here. We can go and do a clear with defensive utility with Zethos. I'll even leave Harina on her build. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna use Harina. I'll go back to Xingqiu. Is your build again? Oh yeah. Okay. Here, I'll even go back to the ER types or EM. Sorry. We'll just use Lanyan. Just use a shield. Dude. All right, not even healing. How much easier is this gonna be? Probably a lot. The point is to make Tarz do something painful. So just I need to inflict some because I have encouraged him to give me something that is just going to be impossible for me to play, right? Like that's kind of the goal. The goal with this one is do something silly of being like, yep, Tarz shows me some stupid Dragon Strike thing or whatever, and I have never intentionally done a Dragon Strike in my life in this game. So, and he has like a Dragon Strike team where you really want to do Dragon Strikes or whatever to get extra damage, even if it's not like needed. That's my thinking, but I don't know. Tarz might pull one over on me and just give me good teams that are easy to clear, and then I'll feel bad. I don't know. So I might go back to Xingqiu, I guess, because it's just easier to play. It wasn't easy to clear with Xingqiu, to be clear. So like I think it might be fine, but anyways, see how this performs for contrast, where I don't have to think about it. And then we have VV. You said Adam not allowed. Yeah, I did say Adam not allowed. But like people keep on being like healer, Jean, whatever, or insert in 1 million other options for defensive utility here. And it's like, yes, the point was to do low defensive utility to make it a little painful to survive with Sethos, because I think it's fun in a way. I maybe should have put a different weapon on Lanyan. Okay, actually I set those damages a lot lower than I expected. Yonson was doing more than I thought. Okay.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Excuse me.
Okay, well maybe Lanya is not that good here. Wait, what? What brain? Why can I not properly? I don't know why I just clicked my wrist by accident. Maybe use Sleep Volley weapon on Lanyan, but okay, this is not fundamentally different damage level than what I was playing before, but it is obviously pretty brain off. This one is just a matter of gameplay optimization for like, walk cancels, which maybe I should just let Tarz do that, right? It is worse damage-wise, actually, which is interesting. It's worse damage-wise. I mean, that's actually good. It's good that it would be worse damage-wise. Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot we were snapshotting Eons on official. That's why it's so much worse. Duh. Congrats on Z3 plans, thanks. But yeah, anyways, I want so what other characters do you guys think would be interesting to test out? So I think so again, Tarz told me like, oh, if you have me play any, that's not what Tarz sounds like, but if you have me play any like, character that I'm not familiar with, I will struggle. But like I don't know that I have that many characters that would actually make him struggle. Like maybe Navia would be unintuitive for him. Maybe Navia. Yeah, maybe Yai, because Yai can be clunky. Beto. I feel like he'd be good at playing Beto. Siegewin. I don't think Siegewin doesn't take thought to play. He might actually struggle to play Neuvillette or something. I don't know. Second half locked. I mean, no, we can change the second half. We don't have to do Dia over Rip in the second half. I was just leaving it there. He might be unfamiliar enough with Yai, but Yai is a weird case of like you can be pretty unfamiliar with Yai and she still performs fine, right? So that guy can play anything. Yeah, he just thinks he lacks knowledge in how to play certain characters, is not used to playing certain characters in a way that I think is making it so he's not confident about it. One idea I did have was potentially DPS Shalonen. I think would be kind of funny. I haven't tried DPS Shalonen in a while. You think C2 Shanyun DPS Shalonen can brute force this? Surely. Wait, definitely, because you can do Eons on. Wait, Eons on doesn't really do anything. Because you're doing death scaling plunges, I forgot. Okay, maybe not then. Not many people have it. I'll hate them. Ugh. I don't want to play. I'll hate them. I can't even play I'll hate them properly, so that'd be a terrible one, honestly. We could lean into shenanigans in general with like reaction shenanigans, but it's not that easy to make reaction shenanigans work in this abyss. Nilulus Kave? Maybe. It would need a pretty good first side though. Like I could have him play some some Shatter Kave. Guillotine goes crazy first side. Mihoyo's a dick and they put a pyro resistant enemy. This thing is 70% pyro and Dendro res. So Dia, to be clear, it works. Honestly, you know it would be funny. I could just have Tarz play the first team that I cleared this abyss with, if anyone remembers. I cleared with Dia over Vape, with Ino on the first side, and then the second side I played DPS Lanyan, and it took me a little while to clear. It was not easy to clear. It would be kind of funny. It's just like here Tarz, have used the same exact teams that I used the first time. Rep Meldiscophia. I'm trying to think what would maybe actually be challenging for him to play, right? For on-fielders that are like weird to play. He might be really bad at a certain Mualani teams that I could make. Right. Mualani in this abyss is kind of, you know, Tulpa on one side, and then the electric charge side, so... Hmm. By the way, typical Hoyoverse, this is the abyss immediately after they reran Mualani. I didn't even think about that before that, but Mualani Dia second side. I mean, maybe if I leave Dia on a cripple, it would work. Use Dia to clear the Talpa. I don't know. Let's see if we can test something with Kave. Should I allow Llama or not? I don't know. Llama with Kave is fun. But like I can tell you, Llama with Kave does not easily clear. It's because Kave is not that good. This is a 0.0 abyss. Usually those are supposed to be a reset of sorts. Not really. Previous 0.0 abysses tended to actually be fairly flexible. And this one might literally end up being the most flexible abyss of the whole year, I'm not kidding. Every boss has mob enemies before it on this one? Yeah. Kave Llama was a piece of this one I tried to clear. Yep. It's usable, it's not great. But yeah, it would be Shatter Bloom. Mostly more Bloom than Shatter. I don't know. I feel like Kave without Llama and Abyss would be really tricky. And I'd have to use something like, I don't know, maybe I was gonna say maybe I just let him play. Maybe I just let Tarz play and Nefa Sethos in the first side, right? But I feel like in this Abyss, because it shills Lunar Charge so much, just a Nefa Sethos Hydra unit combo on its own is just too good. But hello, Rio. You think Tarz will be bad at playing Chlorind? Nah, I don't think it'll matter. Chlorind's really easy to get used to. Use Kave, you need another Dender unit? No, you don't. In my opinion, I actually think Kave without any other Dender units can be more fun. But it's definitely a lot worse. I don't know. This Abyss is simultaneously flexible-ish, but also not that flexible. How would DPS Shalona do on the second side? No, I feel like Tarz would be too good at doing DPS Shalona. I could power down Shun Yun, but I don't know. Would solo Kave Shadow Bloom rotation work? He needs way too much ER. Fab exists, is what I used before, but now the new Claymore exists too. The event Claymore gives a whack on the energy. DPS Kirara. That could be kind of fun. Maybe. It could work on the second half. But real is only on a team that is doing enough damage to make up for the fact that like Kirara is doing like at best like 400k damage in a rotation, which is not enough to clear on its own. So I'd have to rely on some other offfielders doing stuff still. I feel like Tarz is throwing me for a loop with his dang his dang mention of just have me play a main DPS or whatever. Can I make Something really goofy. Surely this doesn't work, right? Virgin. Maybe I just do. Wait, maybe I just do DPS Kazuha. Emily Bloom. I could do Emily here instead of Kave, actually. Could be kind of fun. Bergen should work. I feel like that's kind of a team for next Abyss cycle, though, maybe. Fremine Shatter Plunge, if you want to ignore floor passive. I don't have Fremine level, but yeah. Tarz would be too good at Fremine. Tarz might give me Fremine. There's a very good chance Tarz gives me Fremine. I don't know. I don't know why I'm struggling with this idea so much. Maybe this is just the wrong time for the stream because I'm too sleepy. Hello, Plus Ultra. Wait. I just realized. What about? Ooh. Well, no. Frick. Tarz got Skirk for the stupid. Oh no, never mind. Tarz got Skirk. He knows how to do Skirk. Damn. Never mind. Well, I don't know. Maybe Sunfire Skirk is the right amount of stupid and awkward to use. Like, it'd definitely be awkward here. Be a pain in the it'd be a pain in the ass. I haven't used Sunfire Skirk this Abyss, and Telpa's gonna be weird. Telpa would be fine. Telpa would be fine. Okay. Let's try some Sunfire Skirk quick. You should still be equipped. Yeah, fair. Yep. Okay. I think you're fine. Don't play Shinhan, I believe. Have Noblesse. Yep, that's your build. Okay. Dooch. Okay. Jean. Where's Jean? Bam. Okay. No, I don't have Linny, unfortunately. Geo. Do you have Linny leveled? Yeah, I was considering like maybe something with Navia. This first side restriction though. I could go back to potentially again Sethos in the first side, but I haven't. The freaking Knuckle Duckle. The Knuckle Duckle basically needs Electro Charge. Otherwise I could like do a brute force team. Yo. No, we're not doing it first side. First side is restrictive. I can't really think of anything that's like particularly difficult for first side that's really like that it wouldn't just be Sethos. So as a point of comparison, let's just show like, Ino. Just do Ino Sethos, because like this should be like a well-performing Sethos team that's easy to play, and it would just be a matter of like getting decent Sethos damage, right? And then where is just use you? Okay. You should have that. That is fine. Yep. Okay. Yep. Let's see how that goes in comparison, right? This is obviously going to be carried by a Ino combo, but right. Sethos damage is going to be not terrible, but yeah. Wow. Actually, honestly, this was like not dissimilar from the other whatever. Like, man, I really like the Nefa I know combo. Like Sethos' damage is still doing like 20Ks. That's EM buffing so good. I didn't need to say ow, but anyways, yeah, obviously this is 100 times easier with an Nefa. This is why a Nefa is not allowed, but that. Okay. Sucro's weapon. So we're not doing that much attack scaling damage, to be clear, on Sethos, but it is helping Nefa. It's giving, I believe, I don't know how much EM she has. It's 48% of her EM as attack to herself, and then divide that by 3 for the team. So she probably has like 800 EM. So 400 divided, so it's like 150 attack. Bingo for tomorrow. Oh, I forgot the live stream is tomorrow. Maybe we will not do a unit review stream tomorrow. Shoot. I mean, they're not going to show off Nefer, and presumably they're going to show off Miliastra Wonderland. So hopefully we get real info on Miliastra that shows some of its potential. I'm a little worried it's not going to catch on quickly for the combat level. Like, so we don't even have confirmation that you will be able to do combat in it later. We just have loose information that, oh, we will be able to bring our characters into it later eventually, but not in the first version of it. So I don't know. Anyways, hopefully they showcase something. I should hold the this team, by the way. Yep. Crap. Won't really matter much here. Tulpa chamber.
My will embodied.
Yep.
Incarnate.
No.
Barbados. Let's light it up. Teamwork is Am I still
Oh yeah.
weak?
Bennett burst. Okay. I think Beast has used this team or something like it. This team specifically, yeah. Yeah. This team's great. It's somewhat surprising. I mean, it's just like the Sethos has a bunch of EM scaling damage, right? So giving out a bunch of EM buffs makes Sethos do good damage. Sethos doesn't have to have damage bonus. Damage bonus is one of the ways to make Sethos do damage, but yeah. It's a satisfying feeling team. It's comfortable to play. Like this is one of the Sethos teams I would like actually strongly recommend if you want to play Sethos for anyone interested in it. Very useful. It'll probably continue to be useful at least for the next year with non-cry shielding. You get value from building damage on Sethos. It can adapt to doing charge attacks or normal attacks on Sethos, so either playstyle on Sethos. It is pretty positive in energy. And yeah, I have like no real complaint with the Sethos team. It feels really good. It just feels like a good team. But it might be too good of a team for Tarz. Sethos is Hexen Circle? I don't think so. Oh, nice. I got scared. Ah, crap. Oops. No, dang it. Whatever. Doesn't matter right now. Yep.
By ordinance divine. Take your truth. Let's light it up. Teamwork is
Don't I you Can I Why is she not lunging forward? Okay. Okay, this team is kind of cooked against the Tulpa, I'm not gonna lie, which is not that surprising, I suppose, but, you know. Please. I do have an EM timepiece on Skirt right now, which is not helping. And you are being a total freaking asshole by teleporting across the map every time. Also not helping. That was kind of pointless, to be honest, but... Bruh.
My will embodied. Adventure time.
Okay. I mean, maybe this is actually a good combo. maybe this is what we go with for Tarz, because this is kind of a pain in the ass. Maybe I can let Tarz just play a good Sethos team. A good Sethos team, and this team is configured in a way more for buffing, like for Sethos damage than just a Nefa damage. And Nefa's doing a shit ton of damage, mind you. So like I think it's fairly balanced between Sethos and Nefa.
Excuse me?
And Nefa's getting 60k procs, and in the time that Nefa gets 60k procs, I think Sethos is doing at least that, if not more. And that's despite the, you know, buff for lunar charge or whatever. Can I switch?
Excuse me?
Okay. Yeah. Brant. And Brant. Not dead yet. There we go. Okay. So this is basically a Flynn's team. Yep, that is basically what that is. Right.
Do your master's bidding. Wind, hear me. Teamwork is
I have Ino C6. Yep. Peace. Wait. No. Okay, never mind. I was like, wait a minute. How much damage does Skirk do with just the fire attacks? I didn't think about that. I mean, maybe I just burst on Skirk and then do fire on normal attacks. I think maybe if her normal attack count was leveled, it would have made sense, but I don't think so. Alright, stay still, please.
everybody stand back.
Getting interesting. Power.
Yeah, I wish I could have gotten C6 Dahlia. You want to know what I like as a surprise, makes no sense rerun on Neferbanner?
Master's bidding.
Dahlia. Because I really like how Skirk feels to play with a bunch of attack speed. But I don't want to level Mika. Actually, I don't really want to level Dahlia, to be honest. So, I don't know. Oh my god.
Unleash. Let's light it up.
Oh, what the? Wow, we did it. Maybe I'll level Mika instead, I don't know. But again, I don't have C5 Mika. So you know what? I revise. You know what? Instead of Dahlia, I want a random Mika rerun. There's actually a non-zero chance of that, of them rerunning Mika with Neferbanner, because it's probably going to be Farina with Nefer. So, yeah. Please put Fathom Bennett? No. I refuse. Fresh.
Excuse me?
I did not want Sucrose for this moment. Successfully ungrouped the enemies.
Way ahead. Behind you.
Please. Side.
Cleanup sequence
Okay.
initiated.
Over here. on that. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Yay.
Annihilation mode. Defensive mode engaged.
Why you're level 100ing Mika? Nice. Okay.
Excuse me?
What can you do with that? Well, Mika applies 0 cryo, so I guess it's just physical damage. Mika goes up a little bit, and he heals a little bit more.
Once initiated, prepare for dust up.
Into space.
How have I not got an infusion on Sucrose first? What happened there? Why does Sucrose burst not grab one of the elements?
Defensive mode engaged.
Oh, you butthole.
Into space.
Please. Bruh. Bruh. Thank you. Roblox ad. Wow. Dolly at least applies some. What does alt Mika tickles the enemy with cold wind? Yeah. I mean, Mika and Dahlia each apply about the same amount of their respective elements.
Transfiguration. Cryo incarnate.
Snap.
Barbados.
This.
Cloudness. Everybody
Bam. Bam. Alright. Okay, that was pretty ideal. Right.
by ordinance
Not
divine.
ideal, obviously, because this thing's not dead, but
I'm going in.
Mind to wield.
oh, okay.
Take your true form.
Okay, that could have been done better.
Cryo incarnate.
It's been a while since I played Sunfire's character, don't worry about it. Alright, Brant.
Mind to wield.
Crap. Oh, no, we got a little bit of fire on you. Okay.
Dance with me.
Sacrifice is ready.
My will embodied. The show's only
And,
just divine.
can we do this? Get them. Push it. Oh, darn it. Okay.
Going in.
Okay, this could definitely be cleared without much problem. It might be a little easy for Tarz to do this, though.
Transfiguration.
I feel like.
Let's light it up.
Like, this kind of optimization is right up Tarz's alley. That's the struggle here. Trying to figure out something that's like, I don't feel like trying to get the clear right now, but trying to figure out something that is awkward for Tarz to do, that he isn't used to, right? I feel like. There's not that many things I think Tarz can't figure out. I just don't know how long it's going to take him. They swap Gene for Baiju on Tenacity. No. Also, the team literally will not work without having an Animo Swirl in there. You need a non-melt cryo reaction, otherwise you don't get any Void Regeneration. I mean, it'll work on the Tulpa. Okay, we can use a different team on this side though, right?
Excuse me?
Preparing for dust up.
Oops. Can you hit me with that? Alright. Yeah, Sucrose is too strong here. Like, not even nothing here. Just Sucrose is ridiculous, and Coswood just completely trivialize this enemy. Not trivialize, but trivialize the shield phase. Still need some damage. Give him good characters, he won't know how to use them. Yeah, I'll just give him Veressa and Neth, and he'll somehow screw it up.
It was all.
Yeah, my shield was gone. I see. Would up the difficulty? Okay, but what does Baiju do? Baiju does fuck all but make the team less fun. And and makes the team not functional. I don't know. Baiji doesn't do anything. He just makes it dysfunctional. Like, yeah, sure, if I put a strong enough team in the first half, can Baiju instead of Jean maybe clear on the second side still? Maybe, yeah. But like, why the fuck would I do that rather than just powering down Skirk? If I wanna power down the team. I'd rather have the team actually function and then just power down the main damage dealer.
Stand clear.
Excuse me?
Enhanced cannon will module 75.
That ain't me. It's just not the approach I want to do. I don't think it's a fun idea to just force people to play garbage dysfunctional teams. Same reason I'm not gonna like just not put enough ER on characters. I don't think that's any fun.
Whoa, Mark 2.
Give me some space. Way ahead.
Energy.
Ultimatum protocol.
Sucrose for AI? Oh yeah. I mean, I think I swap out the defensive utility at minimum. I like the idea of like allowing I know on this side, but the Neva I know combo does feel a bit too strong. I don't know if it's a problem that Animo is here though. Like, I think it might be fine to let him have Animo. Just maybe a different unit than Sucrose. I don't know. Chaska Bird in second side. It'd be weird against the Tulpa. I don't know, it could work. It'd be funny.
Take your true form.
Okay.
Do your master's bidding.
Get this set up properly. Force you back.
Swear by my sword.
Bap. Oh, I don't have energy. Whoops.
Going in. Annihilate.
I really wanted you to get forced back when I did that. Okay. That is not at all what I wanted. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, that was a
By ordinance divine.
yup.
Wind, hear me.
Oh, and I forgot to get energy on Bennett. Oops.
Off we go. Everybody stand.
Mine to wield.
Oh my god, they get knocked around way too easily. Oh, this chamber is so miserable with this team. If I have him play this team, this chamber alone might make it not very nice to make him have to struggle in the first side. Maybe it's a I won't give him a Nefa, but I'll give him Sucrose in the first side. So that he can clear Knuckle Duckle easily at least. Maybe that's the approach. This chamber seems like hell. This chamber seems like hell. Let's not forget, there could, like, on the day of, there could be a really lucky combination of cards that just makes things trivial. Not trivial, but like they can make a lot of difference sometimes. Oh boy.
Animal hypostasis emulation. Stand clear. Absorption test. Insulation chamber deployed.
Excuse me?
Annihilation mode.
All the way across the abyss.
Teacher's wisdom. Way ahead.
Almost good cancels.
Give me some space.
Preparing for dust-up. Mark 2. Stand clear.
Way ahead.
Stop it.
Annihilation mode.
Virgin Alice, is that not just the skirt team? I don't think it's like Virgin Alice. But heck if I know what Alice is gonna be, maybe. There's no Virgin though right now. Oh,
Playtime's over.
that works. Use Causewit and Sucrose with different elements independently? Like if you use them both together? Yeah, you could.
Transfiguration. Cryo incarnate. Barbados. Guide us. Adventure
Oh
time.
my god. Sorry, I'm just like in awe at how they just have the perfect amount of lack of stagger resistance and just immediately get pushed out. Oh. I'm responding to different things here. That makes sense.
Ultimatum protocol. Enhanced animal model 75. Need to make
What?
adjustments.
Freaking Knuckle Duckle, man. Using Sunfire? Yes, I'm using Sunfire. Also, I just saw Ixo. No, this is not with. This is just the account swapping with Tarz. Tarz Blammo. Doing a simpler account swapping, but similar idea, but with more freedoms allowed between us. It's literally whatever teams we want, as long as we can clear. Please. Okay. Why every time you're on the frickin' wall? My god. Oh, favorite enemies in Genshin. The ones that run to the other side of the abyss. And spend half the time in the air, too. Gene hold E in middle play Pyro guy? Maybe. Yeah. Get out the first first. Bro, stop. Oh my god. I hate how much stupid time loss this thing has. Every single boss they've made this patch is ass. I actually think that they're just designed like shit. I just... other than the moth. Sorry, I'm a little tired. I'm a little bit tired. The moth I actually think is designed well. It's still a little annoying, but mostly I dislike the moth in conjunction with the other requirements in the first side of this abyss. I don't actually dislike the moth in a vacuum. I think it's actually kind of more interesting. It's cool. But yeah. Explored llama Setho stuff. Not in the video yet, but it's an option. The llama's broken as shit. I don't really want to do llama. Okay.
By ordinance divine.
Okay. This. Wait, that was pointless, but whatever. Okay. I don't know if that was worth it. I should have gotten closer to them to not have to hold that much. Oh my god, my brain. I waited way too fucking long. You can't wait that long. You cannot wait that long. You also really want to do Gene E before her burst.
Stand clear. Ultimatum protocol. Lash attack. Enhanced animal model 75.
place. Holy, we got him knocked down in the middle. Crazy.
Absorption test.
Sage's wisdom. Give some space. Excuse me. Ultimatum protocol.
Animal hypostasis simulation.
Way ahead. Outside. Space. Annihilation.
Gonna make some new ducks. Yep. Alright.
Animal 6308. Absorption test.
And now we sit still. First off, I think the charged Sethos does more overall damage, even though Burst Sethos is easier to maneuver. Burst Sethos is harder to maneuver. In my opinion, at least. It's not that hard to cancel your aim. I understand what you mean at the baseline, though. Sethos charge attacks, though. Remember, we're trying to do Sethos charge attacks after we're doing bursts. Not that I'm doing that super consistently there. But Sethos' passive that increases its charge attack damage by a ton of its EM. Like, it basically just adds a ton of additional EM scaling damage for charge attacks. It's the main thing that can make him get as big of numbers as we're seeing there. Is limited to 4 charge attack, like 4 total charge attacks. So even though I have the energy generation where I could do like, I don't know, 8 charge attacks, let's say, only half of those are going to be buffed. The rest of them are just going to be his baseline scalings, and they're going to be way lower. So no, I'm pretty sure it's a lot better to do burst and then do the 3 charge attacks like I was doing. But yeah. Retry automatically from second side? Yeah. I sincerely wish you could just retry from second side.
Cryo incarnate.
Okay.
Wind, hear me.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do about that. We killed one, which is oops, a lot better than none.
Barbados, guide us. Let's light it up. Everybody. Extinguish.
Okay, have pyro on them. If I was within the, if that was where the Magu Kenkis are, like so I could actually start with the Magu Kenki rotation,
Cryo incarnate.
that would have been really good.
I swear by my
Got
sword.
sneeze.
I'm going in. Let's light it up.
Ugh, there you go. Sorry. Oh no! Don't whack me! Oh god, interruption. Not another problem. Not another problem to solve. Ah. No, I didn't need to do that. Okay.
Wind, hear me.
Did I even get a Cryosword? I did. Okay. I don't know on who. Oh, good. Oh boy. Well, it's definitely doable. Okay. Thank you. I'll jot it down. I'll mess around with it more. Sunfire Skirk. Sethos. Good addition. Yeah, the middle one was not moving. Don't have Aoife leveled up. Oh, these enemies. Sunfire Skirk is so bad, this abyss. But it's doable. My only worry is that is really just that Tarz might have an easy time, because Tarz is very good with enemy knowledge things and on like grouping strategies, way better than I am. So I feel like he might just be like, oh, Sunfire Skirt, it's the easiest thing I've ever done. Prepared to learn how to Dragon Strike. I'll probably spend 20 minutes trying to Dragon Strike and get it once or something. Chaska Virgin. I don't know what. Please. I don't know what build makes sense, but I'll just leave her on garbage she has right now. Realistically, it's gonna be ass. Gonna put Farina back on real build. Were you using that before? No. This, yeah, okay. There we go. Alright. Yep, there we go. Okay, okay. You have Wander? No. Swapping with Tarz, probably this weekend. I mean, Emily's the only real choice. Okay, as far as wheelchair goes, let's be real. As far as wheelchair goes, let's be real. Ah, fuck. I know why she's on this, because I was doing... Oh, I'm sorry. I did go to sleep. Change a build again. Can't remember what build I use. I think it was this one. Same garbage. Yes, there we go. Okay. That feels like lower curve than I've had in the past, but that's fine. Okay. Deepwood Cheska. No. But it might be better. Deepwood Cheska might be better. You know, I don't want to think about the first side. So we're just gonna. This is not. I don't think I'm gonna have him play Varesa. Well, I don't know. Maybe I should. For the sake of testing, I don't know. Something that will clear, but not trivially. I don't know. Well, I have no idea how the team in the second side is going to perform. It's either going to be really shit or okay. I don't know anything else. Man, the first side's so inflexible. It's boring. Like forcing playing Electrocharge, but then not allowing us to do like Vaporize with it, or not you're allowed to, but then the second chamber, like it's so lame. The Moth could be such more of a fun enemy if it was like the main restriction. But like adding a Pyro Dender resistant enemy on top of the Electrocharge hard requirement with like Knuckle Duckle, it's just like, come on. Why are you designing shit like this? Okay, anyways, you know what? Let's do something goofy. Right, and Hydro. I know. Shanyu. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Brute Force with a Nappa Overload? In what way? You're not going to be able to. You can't brute force with the Nefa overload.
Farewell. Time to say hello.
I didn't get a swirl. It's stupid.
Right now, emerge.
This is worse than I thought. Not bad, but
Right now.
I didn't power down for Shan Yun, so it is a C2 Shan Yun. Who knew? Shan Yun does a lot less without Farina.
Not too far now. Tell me
Did
what
you
you
not
see.
move at all? I don't think you did. Really?
Make way for right here, right now. Emerge.
Oh my gosh, why am I being so bad?
I'm always watching. Right here. Emerge.
Farewell. Time to say hello.
Being done. Skyward. Great cloud confirmed.
Really?
Right here.
Oh my god, seriously. Stop. Oh my, bro.
Go. You're free now. Not too far now.
Emerge.
Okay. Tagliner, $5. Thank you. Love your content. Keep doing what you do. Appreciate it. Sorry for being a little tired today. You meant Varesa Overload. Oh, yes. Okay. Varesa Overload might be able to brute force. Yes. I should test it actually, because maybe it will be the right amount of like it would be really easy the first and third chamber, or sorry, first and second chamber. We are not triggering the chorus. Yeah, this is the problem with trying Virgin Chaska when you don't have C1 Chaska.
Reconstitute.
Trigger the chorus, please. Now, I forgot she gets.
I'm
I'll try one more time. But I don't know. A Virgin Jaska I do find is fun at C1. Without C1, you have way lower frequency of getting the pyro bullets that actually apply pyro. Also, I just realized the reason it doesn't work, is because we're fighting a hydro infused enemy, so it just doesn't work properly against the Tulpa. We'd have to use the C6 Bennett to trigger with other units. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that. So it would work better if we weren't right in Tulpa. Bro, stop it. What am I doing? Oh my god, I need to go to sleep. My brain is just not working actually anymore. I just can't focus honestly. Okay. Here, just to test it in practice against a non-hydro infused enemy. Not that this is actually what we'd use on this side. We can test it on this lady at least. Next abyss will shill. I think the next abyss and the abyss after, and the abyss after that, and the abyss after that, and the abyss after that are gonna shill the current banner characters. Virgin, didn't Virgin, didn't Virgin. But see, it works fine. It works inconsistently, but technically works. But yeah, they'll shill the current banner characters. The problem is with how they're designing bosses, like and enemies actually in general. It's really chill. Like I think the next Abyss cycle is going to be the least fun Abyss cycle that I've ever seen for me personally. Mr. Fox, hello Rosfield, thanks for subscribing. Yeah, Manchaska, I mean, sure. The damage potential wasn't a problem there. Go to sleep. What time is it? I mean, I slept in the day yesterday, so it is functionally nighttime for me. It is not nighttime, but I should sleep. Anyways, or try to stay up maybe to change my sleep schedule so that I'm not sleeping in the day, which I might do, but that's just sleeping but not sleeping. Like doing nothing because I can't focus to do anything, right? Isn't really different than Shatter Plunge Feminine, yeah. So anyways, let's see, since you mentioned Bresso Overload, let's see what happens, because that's an example of, you know, maybe Tarz will just be flubbed by it's hard to play and would need to play it well. I don't even know. I don't even know how difficult it will be to brute force through Knuckle Duckle. It's probably fine because like you can brute force Knuckle Duckle. Like Knuckle Duckle is not as bad as the crab. Knuckle Duckle is not as bad as what's in the next abyss, basically. But you do need really high damage to brute force it, so it's functionally a pretty hard requirement, just like the double nod cry requirement for the next abyss, right? But Varessa should be fine, so I think this is actually gonna be easy, but it's worth checking. Start with you. Okay. Try to stay up to flex sleep schedule. Has that ever worked? Not really. That's why I just, like, I didn't. You want to know what happened last night? So last night I was finishing the I Know C6 video, the one's posted now. You should go check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But I thought it was a fun video. I just tried different teams. Like I tried on-field and Nefa, for example, finally. And it was fun. But in I Know C6, I don't think it's worth it because 4 stars are paying to acquire. But it is fun. I think she has good balanced constellations that increase her utility in different ways in different contexts. So yeah, anyways, it's just a constellation video, but I was up late finishing that. And again, partially because my sleep schedule was already skewed towards, you know, not falling asleep at, you know, nighttime anyways. And then I was up until like, it was 8 a.m. and I was like, okay, I should probably go to sleep at 8 a.m., right? Whatever. That's fine. But then asshole property okay, well, I mean, they're not an asshole. It's in the property thing. Whatever. The parking requirement at my apartment, I have to have, you know, my car has to be registered to be able to park my car here. So that she sent me a photo. The property manager sent me a photo, like, hey, your tabs are expired. You have to remove your car from the lot if you don't update your tabs. And it's been like, they expired in September. It's been like a week. Like, I appreciate it. I had forgotten to renew my tabs. Like, I appreciate you letting me know, I guess. But immediately saying you must remove your car from the parking lot is just asshole behavior. Like, you can be a property manager and you can enforce the terms without being stupid with it. And I argued with them because I was like, okay, can I just renew online and we're fine to just wait for my tabs to arrive? Because, you know, they'll take like a week or two in the mail to arrive. And then she's like, no, the tabs have to be on the vehicle. And so I'm paranoid this asshole property manager is going to fucking have my car towed because I don't have tabs, even if it's registered. Like the parking policy says my car has to be registered. Fine, makes sense. I get it. Whatever. You don't want people to use the lot for storage. You want people that are actively using their car, and of course, an actively used car has to be registered. Duh, has to have up-to-date tabs. Sure, but my tabs would be up to date. They'd just be in the mail. So, anyways, what am I saying? So the point is, she's a dick, and didn't even respond to me when I said that. I was like, because she was trying to like pretend I was stupid, and being like, because I was like, why can't I just do online? Or I specifically asked, is online fine? And she said no because blah blah blah. And then she's like, no, it's in the policy. I'm like, what's in the policy is that it's registered. You are specifically saying I have to have tabs in the car. I am saying it would be registered, right? So yeah, she just didn't fucking respond. Just fucking ignored me. Didn't want to clarify or defend why she was arbitrarily saying like, oh, it had to have tabs, and why me, because she is the one that would be the one that would call a towing company, right? There's not a towing company automatically coming. Like, if she knows my car is registered, if I tell her, hey, thanks for letting me know, here's a proof of me having tabs on the way, right? Like, that should be all you fucking need to know. You're the one that would call the car. You know my car is actually here and is registered, just waiting for tabs. That's all you need to know, right? Like, if I got pulled over by the cops and when driving and I didn't have my tabs up to date, they'd be like, hey, what's your registration? Your tabs are out of date. I'd be like, oh yeah, here's officer, here's proof of purchase. Here's proof of purchase of the tabs, and they'd be like, okay, cool. But the property manager, apparently that's not enough, no? Right. I don't think she's evil. I think she's just fucking asshole-ish, and the company makes her asshole-ish, probably. Only thing you should want to know is your plate number. Yeah. And so anyways, I fucking went on a 35-minute walk to the DMV at 10:30, 11 a.m. It was a nice walk, but as you might imagine, being up for like, I don't know, 18 hours, then going for an hour walk wasn't exactly conducive to fixing my sleep schedule. It made me pretty tired. Canadian or American, I can't tell. I mean, as far as like car situation goes, the same fucked situation in America and the US. A car reliant infrastructure. To be clear, I live somewhere where I'm not like super reliant on my car, but I still really want my car so I can do certain things. But anyways, dev's note be out by now. Yeah, maybe we should just go look at the dev's note. Take a break from combating. Let's see if it is. They aren't. Oh, okay. So I thought you were asking me as in like you should go look at it. If you were asking me as if when does it get posted, I'm not the one that posts it. I'm not a dev. So, anyways, I live in a fairly walkable area, and it was cool that I was able to walk to the DMV. It was not a short walk, but it was a very walkable distance. And it was an enjoyable walk in like every facet of the measure. I was just very tired. That's why I didn't drive, by the way. Just because like I could have driven there, but one, it's city driving. City driving sucks. And two, technically I shouldn't be driving when the car wasn't registered. But three, I didn't want to drive when I was like very tired. Especially driving in the city when I was quite tired. Would it just seem like a bad idea? Ended up staying up close to 24 hours because of some BS. I mean, it was not just because of the BS. It just was layered on top. It didn't help my sleep schedule situation. So anyways, right now is like, okay, so do I just continue sleeping in the daytime? Or do I try to stay awake and fix the sleep schedule? I don't know. They stopped doing them after the last fuck up. One click time skip. I don't know. Did they? Did they stop doing them? The dev discussion posts? I hope not, because they were like the information the dev discussion post was usually more valuable than anything they ever say in the stream most of the time. But you are right, they should be posted by now. Did they not post it last time? Did they not do a dev discussion post for 6.0? Huh. Great. Well, I'm not even going to blame Hoyo for that. You know what? I'm sorry. This is tired brain speaking, so forgive me for insulting the player base. But I think it's the player base's fault. If people complained, this is why developers don't like. This is why developers aren't transparent in general, because gamers are fucking assholes too often, right? And like the devs try to be transparent with something, and then the community takes it in a dumbass way, and then the devs are like, well, we have an easy solution for this. We're just not gonna tell you this shit. Then we're just not gonna try to be transparent with you. It's gonna release our updates and yeah, and let the marketing team handle presentation rather than letting our devs actually communicate with them. So, anyways, yeah, that's how it is. You get the receipt and it's your proof of registration until the copy comes in. Yeah. So, anyways, I went to the DMV in person, so I just get the stickers. So I got the stickers and then put the stickers in my car, so she doesn't have a fucking excuse to go and tow my car for bullshit reasons. And if I had done online registration, to be clear, and because the parking policy says the car has to be registered, it doesn't say, I double checked, but it says the car has to be registered. It doesn't say the car has to have tabs on it. It just has to be registered, right? So if I like did online registration and I just had to wait for the tabs and then she like had my car towed, I probably would have just fucking taken her to small claims court, honestly. I would have been a dick about it. You're gonna be a dick about it to me? I give you and I tell you it's up to date and you still like have my car towed? I probably would have small claimed her. Like, I'll be a dick back if you're gonna be a dick too. But anyways, I just fucking walked my ass to the DMV because I'm conflict avoidant. Anyways, hi Adam Misbah. Sorry, I'm tired and yapping about random bullshit. What are we gonna do? I don't remember. This is not the right. I thought I was gonna have the energy to do meaningful testing, but my brain is just not in the right testing space right now. They did some dev notes on UGC after. Weird. Okay. But yeah, my car registration would not have been an issue with like any actual regulatory authority. It's only Dick Property Manager. But I don't know. And I told her, I was like, you're drawing a line that seems arbitrary and just basically forcing me to have to spend a couple hours of my day going to the DMV for no reason at all. And she didn't respond to that. So, yep. Anyways. Scofier, Farina, Rosaria, Yalon. It'll work fine. Don't expect it to work every Abyss cycle, mind you. Like, this Abyss cycle, would that work fine? It'd be a little sus, because enough Escoffier Rosaria damage to clear Tuple would be... And then first side is effed for Escoffier. Like, Skirk Escoffier for Renick and Brute Force. Probably. I haven't actually tried it, but I'm pretty sure I can. But then... Wait, did I? I don't remember if I did. I think I might have, but... yeah, so like... Yes, the team can work, but you gotta remember how hyper-specific enemy mechanics are. And like, this is a flexible Abyss. This is a flexible Abyss, and that team probably doesn't work very well for this Abyss, right? On either side, unless you do a different team for the first side, or sorry, for the first chamber, and then you can use that team for the second and third chamber. That's an approach a lot of people forget, you know? You could just very slowly clear the first chamber, and then use a team that is better for clearing second half and third half, the third chamber. Third half. What do you need? Do another account swap, I'm assuming? Yeah, with Tarz. Hopefully it's weekend. Do you need any better proof that I should get some sleep? Third half. And then something else for this, right? So, anyways. Yes, tomorrow is a live stream. We'll get to see what they say about Nefer. Well, I don't know. There's nothing that interesting. I mean, Nefer's just going to be their standard spiel. More interesting is going to be UGC. But C6 Arlecchino, first side solo. This thing is pyro resistant. And you're overestimating C6 Arlecchino if you think she can handle a C6. Oh my god, my brain. A 70% pyro res enemy on her own. I'm fairly certain it wouldn't work. But ultimately it will depend on what's on the second side, to be clear. But having C6 Arlecchino, I'm pretty sure the answer is no. She'd also be really slow at getting through Knuckle Duckle. But depends on the second side. Oh, we spent too long in the inventory screen. Teams are you leaning towards for the count swap? I'm gonna have to test more. I'm currently leaning towards Sethos for the first side in some form. Oh yeah, these. I did see the UGC notes. Okay. I'm leaning towards some form of Sethos, either depending on what I do on second side, right? So if I just have Tarz play it, so second side is what I need to decide on first, I think. So one of the options I tested that I'm leaning towards that I think is fun is Sunfire Skirk. I mean, fun in air quotes. It's a pain in the ass. I do not. there's not a compelling reason to do Sunfire Skirk on this side. It's actually just a nightmare. But I think funny from a context of how annoying it is, but still technically works, right? At least at the investment level I have, it shouldn't be that hard from a damage performance level. It's definitely more of a hope you can group things well level. And then the first chamber would probably be a Sethos, but with a better variant of a Sethos team. It's less difficult to play. But if I do the Dia Overvape team on the second side, then I probably would do a weaker Sethos team. Is my current leaning. But I just because alternatively, I don't know. I will test some Kave stuff. I think my brain's clearly not in it right now. Kave on the second side. The only thing I don't like about Kave on the second side again is like I think it'd be a real struggle to get Kave to perform well without using Llama. With Llama, I can definitely do Llama, Kave, whatever Hydro plus Cryo unit for some Shatter Bloom shenanigans, but mostly Bloom, and it will work with a decent second half or first half. But yeah, I don't know. The only other thing I could maybe do, trying to think of another main DPS that'd be fun. What if, I don't know, Tar like I'm still getting stuck on this like Tarz being like, I don't know how to, like he specifically like I don't know how to do Melt Arlecchino combos, and I'm just like, they're not that hard. You just like slow down your attacks a little bit. You wouldn't struggle to figure out Melt Arlecchino, right? I'm not gonna give him Melt Arlecchino. It's boring. It would be way too easy. C2 Farina for a Skirk team. The C1 Farina is probably 10 times better for a Skirk team than C2 Farina. I'm fairly certain C2 Farina is with Skirk Escoffier is one of the contexts where C2 Farina does near fuck all. not nothing, to be clear, but like is having C2 Farina the difference maker in whether or not I cleared some Stygian onslaughts with Skirk before? Maybe. But I'm like 99% certain I would have been able to do all my dire clears with Skirk, Farina, Escoffier without C2 Farina. So C1 Farina I think could be very worthwhile. C2 Farina, extremely meh for Skirk. It just would be a damage increase Constellation for Farina herself, and Farina is doing not that much of the team's damage. So, no. Yeah, Skirk or Escoffier Constellations would be a lot better. Or Skirk's signature weapon. And Escoffier's signature weapon. Virgin Arlecchino with Nahida, Hydro Bennett second side. I don't think it would actually be hard to play, but I don't know. Like, maybe I'm underestimating the Tarz's lack of like knowing how when to absorb Arlecchino Mark or something. I don't know. The Virgin Arlecchino could be funny. Nahida. Llama's banned. That's not Nahida. You on Deepwood? Okay, never mind. We're gonna test with Llama first because I don't want to change builds. We'll see how broken Llama is and then switch to someone else. I can just probably like not hold the Llama. Simulate-ish. Concerned about staying alive? I mean, yeah. That is the concern. Why not Emily? Because it's not Virgin. We don't have Dendra application. Enough Dendra application, that is. Emily's uptime is always awkward to manage. I don't know. It'd probably be fine. It just would definitely become less Virgin. This already might not work even. That baseline, to be honest. But anyways, we're just gonna test it. Just do the Sethos again, whatever the first side. Let's try Eonson instead. Actually, you know, wait. Let's try. Yeah, I probably shouldn't. I'm probably gonna struggle now, but oh boy, let's try like this. Beto first half. I mean, again, yes, but that's defensive utility. How did I not trigger Fab? How did I not trigger Fab on anybody? That damage is terrible. Bro, we're not critting at all. This is terrible. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Oops. But we can see how Fish will be instead of a Nefa, at least. Okay. Eonson work with Eva for his attack skilling damage? Like you're billing it as a crit DPS? Yeah. I do not understand how we... You... What? Okay, that... did anyone notice she didn't take any fall damage? You see how high she went up in the air? She didn't take any fall damage? Excuse me? In what reality do you not take fall damage there? Okay, I think I need to start with official. The uptime on the different characters' abilities here are a little
Absorption test.
weird to manage. Oh my god.
Excuse me? The sun sets.
I'm too tired to play this team right now. Let's just save our sanity. I'll worry about playing a worse Athos team later. Who did I remove from the team? I know. Oops. my brain just ain't doing it right now. Where is Zugros? There she is. No wait, Zugros is already here. I know is the one I need. Yep. Okay. Okay. There's a clear DPS loss without an F. I mean, yeah, no death. Thanks. Yep. There is indeed a DPS loss without an EFA. I'm very surprised.
Excuse me?
I did not hit that. Okay. Yelan death percent rainbow build.
Animal test 60
Meh. I mean, she'd probably be better than Sing Cho because of my investment in Yelan, to be fair. But honestly, the main thing I value about an Efa here, just on a gameplay level, it's just the fact that she's actually buffing Setos, rather than just being a damage healer like official. But we, my brain. What was I gonna say? I don't even remember what I was gonna say. I am too tired. My God. Oh, the uptime. Official, like the uptime and setups are just feel better. So, anyways, Aoife, Aina, Oron, and Efa. Nice. Yeah, that should work well. So yeah, Yelan would work. I don't know, fine. I don't know that she would actually be worse than Aino here though. Like I don't know. Maybe she would be. Maybe if she was Caesar, if she was lower investment. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's possible. Like Yelan could be fairly decent. But. Yeah. I forgot the Arlecchino E. Oh my. I was saying Tarz might not Arlecchino E properly. And I didn't Arlecchino E properly. Anyways. I said I wasn't gonna do that. Whatever. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Yep, I feel it. Oh my God. Oh, my brain. Yeah, mug of coffee. I mean, I could have had some caffeine when I started streaming. I chose not to. But maybe I should have. I didn't properly decide if I wanted to, one, how long I wanted to stream. I also didn't properly decide if I was going to try to stay up. I still don't know if I want to. That was good. Killed it midair, as it deserved. Where the frick did that? Oh, it targeted the correct thing. My brain was targeting the incorrect thing. I see. That's fine. Accessible. team that's just people who have the pants. I don't think I have the characters that all have the pants. Crap. I forgot to Arlecchino E again. What is... it's because she's not in the first slot. That's why. Also, I should have put an EM tank as an Arlecchino. Run away. That was not running away, but I dodged. Cool. Yeah, Arlecchino just does too much damage here. Honestly, a surprising amount of damage. Oh. Yeah. Did I not Arlecchino E when I... Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I understand. I don't know, it's an interesting option, honestly. Probably without Llama. Because Llama broken. I also think Emily would make it a little too easy too. To just rely on Emily damage. Like, the value of Llama here is forcing Tarz to actually have to use Arlecchino. We don't want to let him just not use Arlecchino. So... I'll jot that down as an option. I feel like this stream I have found 7 more options to consider and not really settled that hard on one. Other than I am pretty settled on Sethos on the first side. I think I like the idea of Sethos on the first side. Just because there's, I don't know, what the only other option is like give him something that's just much stronger in the first side, but yeah. So, anyways, put the team in a counterintuitive order. I don't know if that matters for Tarz. Yeah, I order my team in like rotation order-ish. But I don't know if Tarz does. Anyways, so Arlecchino Burgeon. But Arlecchino Burgeon, I think, with Nahida. I have to jot. I have to figure out what Arlecchino. So Arlecchino's doing too much talent damage there with Farina. Farina is just funny from let's have even more, damage loss. Or sorry, not damage loss, like HP drain, while struggling to heal on her. And then Bennett is just a question of, do I want to still do how much talent damage do I need to do on Arlecchino? Versus how much can I lean into Burgeon? Yeah, make Arlecchino die team. Yeah. So, I'm not against the idea of it, but I'm gonna have to mess around with the configuration of it a little bit to figure out what makes sense. But it would be funny. I think it would be funny, and it should work fine, like on a damage level. There's the Bloom damage buff. Like Burgeon damage is gonna be pretty high. Honestly, you know what? Wait, I just remembered. I have. We can do hybrid Arlecchino, no? Right? Cause just keep her on 4-piece Gladiator. I have this that has like a bunch of crit and some attack percent. I have an onset goblet. Where is it? It's somewhere. Yeah, there it is. I have an onset goblet that has some crit. And then I can do an off-piece circlet. Oh, I have an onset circlet, but it's not leveled. I can do an off-piece circlet. You know, just let her keep her cracked flower and feather. Okay, I kind of like the idea of Arlecchino Burgeon. Burst Dia, okay, but Burst Dia Dia's immortal. Like Burgeon Dia would work well and work better. and wouldn't die. The funniness of Arlecchino Virgin is like, she very die. She very, very die. Won't Bennett make Tulpa Vape? Yeah, dodge. Dodge. Bennett also, though, it gives more of an upside than the downside, which is that Bennett C6 gives flexibility for who to trigger Virgins on. Like, you can get away with not using Arlecchino. So, you know, it'd be a little bit of an out, I would say, for if Arlecchino like doesn't have any energy to heal up under burst, right? So I don't know. I kind of like the idea. Whether or not to use for arena, I think is a little bit up in there. It would depend on how the later chambers go. So I'm gonna put that down as an option though, because depending on how well it performs, I can mess around with how well the Sethos side can perform, and I kind of like the idea of it. And it would probably be annoying to Tarz. Just give him 2 teams that are annoying to survive. They're not difficult for damage. They're just annoying to live at all. It kind of seems up Tarz's wheelhouse. It's up my wheelhouse, honestly. So, Tarz likes doing highly routinized mechanical things like dragon striking, and that he can try to force me to play and I will just fail at. And then I like doing try not to die challenges. Okay, I think I'm gonna settle on that. I'm gonna settle, well, not 100%. I'll play around. As long as I can make that balance work. A Sethos team that is a little squishy, and then an Arlecchino team that's a bit squishy. I like that. I like that as a theme for Tarz. Genshin, you need to live edition. What's dragon striking? Let's see if I can do one. Can you even do one on this tree? I don't know. Well, that was not what I wanted. I don't think you can. The stupid slope is everything with things. I'll go to Tarz's favorite trees. Let's see if I can get a single one. But dragon striking is you use hit lag to be able to do a jump shortly after you land your attacks with melee attacks. Well, technically it's not just melee attacks, it's any attacks with hit lag, but it's mostly melee attacks. And Claymore units have the most hit lag in the game. And I should give myself some attack speed to increase my chance of actually doing this. This one has the speed. It's double anima, right? Yeah. Anima gives, yep. Okay. Wait, this is not the trees. What is the tree that Tarz likes to use? I don't remember. Anyways, this one should work, I think. I keep grabbing it. I just jumped before. Okay, this is really not the thing to be doing when my brain is tired, is it? Can I... Where's the trees that Tarz uses that are not on a slope? I don't even know. Anyways. You redeemed a character review? My god. Alright, I guess we're ending the stream with a character review. I apologize for being very tired. I have no idea what the timing of this is. I have not tried this in forever. What? Stop. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't gonna worry about it. Anyways. You whack with an attack, you jump, and then you can get a plunge. After you jump. Go check out Tarz's channel if you want to see every single one of his videos feature it. Slight exaggeration. Slightly. Better practice before they count swap? Nah. No. You'll just get to see me fail for like an hour and a half straight. That's the interview stream done? Yep, clearly. Alright. Shirtwald's turn. Let's look at your Flins. Okay. Battle of the Fjords, FY, if you have a deathmatch is probably better for him. I guess your artifacts, or maybe not, but anyways. Ramp. That's kind of not formatted well. There we go. C0 Flins, level 80 still, that's fine. That's a very good piece. That is better than it looks. You got 3 rolls there, 1 there. You got 20 ER. It's a pretty healthy amount for him to be at.
Reviewing outstanding items on today's to-do list.
The timepiece is cracked.
Do you have any additional commands?
The goblet is pretty cracked as well.
I can add them shortly.
And your off-piece circlet is cracked as well. You have a shit ton of attack percent, Jesus. Yeah. You are very heavy in crit rate, which is interesting. From pieces. So I guess in your case, yeah, it is maybe not better to use deathmatch. Interesting. Yeah. I wonder. I'm trying to think like what would it take for it to make sense to use deathmatch, right? I'm assuming they like might have an R1 deathmatch. They might not have one at all. More ER, yeah. Maybe you use deathmatch and you sacrifice some crit rate for ER, but that would be like just to sacrifice some crit rate from the circlet, right? But I don't know. Anyways, so the reason deathmatch tends to be so much better is just not just the crit value, but the attack percent tends to be better for him in his best team compared to EM, just because he has so many sources of EM buffs in his best team. Site is that Enka.network. No pieces with less crit, right? Okay, yeah, I kind of figured. So I don't know. I think for right now, for your artifacts, I think deathmatch should be worse than Ballad. Is my assumption. I would double check though, just in case it's not, because it's possible that overcapping crit rate is fine and deathmatch is still better. I doubt it though, because at a baseline, I don't think deathmatch is that much better than an R1 Ballad. But from what I recall, though, like an R5 Ballad is similar to an R1 deathmatch. Let me go check. We'll just Flynn's guides Jeff, because Jeff has made the only real Flynn's guide that exists. Written Flynn's guide.
And slippers.
Just see if my memory is correct. Yeah, it was correct. Fjords R5 is similar to Deathmatch R1, but Fjords R1, to be clear, it's mostly just because like Fjords refinements aren't that good for him. But Fjords R1 is a little bit better than the craftable weapon at R5, which is good because it means you don't need to craft the craftable weapon if you have a battle pass weapon. But then yeah, Deathmatch R1 is a few percentage points, like 4 or 3-ish percent ahead of Deathmatch R1, which is a small enough difference. Like 3% is in some ways not insignificant in Genshin terms, because like that's enough of a difference that, you know, when you get an improved artifact like that has extra crit rolls or whatever, like an artifact with that 2 extra lines of good stats might be in the neighborhood of like, you know, a 3% DPS upgrade. Depends on what, you know, you're upgrading from, to be clear. But so like it's not insignificant in some sense, but at the same time it's also not that significant in practice, especially with Flynn's being as breakpointy as he is for his damage output, such that I'm like 95% certain Ballad should be better for you right now. And it's gonna have to take some weirdly specific artifacts to be to get to the point where Deathmatch would be better, which is interesting. It's kind of all because it's like yeah, sure, you could get more crit damage than crit rate, right? But we're asking for probably getting a timepiece that is the reverse of their current timepiece kind of thing.
Outstanding
Then
items on
deathmatch
today's
is
to-do list.
better.
Do you have any additional commands?
It's my vibe.
No
But yeah,
problem.
I don't know.
I can add them shortly. I'm quite used to it.
It's a good build. Anyways, I suppose look forward to. I should go. Maybe fall asleep. Maybe try to stay awake. I don't know. Either way, I think I'm too tired to continue streaming much here. We settled on the conclusion of probably using try not to die teams. I will have to get my actual clear with them before we do the collab. But that will maybe be something I do tomorrow on stream or off stream. Depending on when I wake up tomorrow, or not when I wake up, when I am awake tomorrow, might do a stream, either unit review stream based on energy available, or maybe we will just do a reaction stream to the stream going on, the Genshin 6.1 announcements stuffs. There might be some interesting things there with UGC and whatever, right? So yeah. Thanks for watching. Hopefully the stream was enjoyable. At least me being tired maybe made it a more chill stream. Should we go raid someone on Twitch? Maybe. We'll go raid someone on Twitch before you leave on Twitch if you want to raid. If you don't, bye-bye. And bye-bye YouTube. Thanks for joining. I already said that. But you know what? Thanks again. Double thankies. Go check out my I know C6 video, worth it. If you haven't. It's been up for a few hours. I don't know how's it performing. Let's see. It's performing okay at least. It is performing pretty bad. That's sad. Why? It has good impressions, but then people aren't fucking watching it. Why? Are people stopping watching because of the ad spot? Do people not know how to skip ad spots?
Cleanup sequence
That's the
in
only
progress.
explanation to me.
Based on data from
It has a really
past
bad
research,
view duration.
please avoid dropping small items such as Mora, screws,
Like people are
gears,
clicking on it and
cables,
they're stopping
toys,
watching.
gummies,
Do you not
snacks,
understand how to
toys,
skip
soaps,
forward? I even put
slippers.
I have chapters. You can literally like look at your phone screen or whatever and like just take half a second to slide to the next section. If you don't want to listen to my stupidness with the chair. People confuse me sometimes. I don't know. This is the problem with like being a content creator that feels like shit sometimes. Is like you try to do things well, you put extra effort. I didn't put that much effort, mind you, but try to do things well, and then like the slightest impediment to someone watching a video will oftentimes just fucking make people stop watching a video. It's like, come on. Like, bruh. You didn't even give it a real chance. But oh well. Anyways, let's go rewatch. No, you don't have to rewatch. Anyways, we'll see how it ends up performing. But that's unfortunate. YouTube really, really hates when the notification YouTube has for me is subscribers aren't watching this video as long as usual. If regular viewers aren't watching a video as long as normal, it just gets super suppressed in my experience. So that's cool. All my videos performing shit lately. Yay. Oh well. That was a good way to end the stream. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that on stream. Downer yapping. I need to stop yapping about video performance on streams. I don't know. Anyways. Bye-bye. Maybe I should unsubscribe. Yeah. That'll help. I mean, it would. If you stop watching, then I just move on with my life. If people stop watching me completely, I just
Reviewing outstanding items on
figure
today's
out
to-do list.
something else in life.
Do you have any additional commands? No problem. I can add
The
them
problem
shortly.
for me
I'm quite used to it.
is I'm in this terrible, terrible state as a content creator of stagnation. It's the worst middle ground to be in. Stagnation, I think, is fine if you already have enough of an established viewer base where you can, like, subsist on the stagnation, but, like, my viewer base is not so large where it's easy to subsist on a stagnating viewer base, right? So anyways, but thank y'all for watching. All the live viewers are always people that are obviously more regular viewers, but anyways.
I will not blow the roof off again.
Cracking down on bots, that I don't think that's what it was, but YouTube has always been good at not showing bot view count. Not always, but for quite a while, YouTube has been quite good at not showing bot view counts in the views. So, anyways, bye-bye.